took it back from him.
Well, yeah, but
so Dexy doesn't have it anymore.
Dexy does not have it in his inventory, no.
Well, when you showed him, I could guess, oh, you're giving it back, because I asked about it. And we're not dead.
So how was everyone's day?
I rested.
I've been here.
You got arrested? Is that what you just said?
I rested.
I was like, oh my god. What'd you do?
I raged at Walmart. Please,
Coming to you live from San Quentin Penitentiary.
Here are my friends, Bojack, Curly.
This is what we call stabbing. Why is that? Well,
Don't ask. Don't ask. Hey, dude, maybe prison dice.
I might have to change this.
I made bad dice out of an inmate's bone.
Yeah, it seems like it's getting quiet.
This might have been someone's tooth. So how is everyone's day?
Yeah, I have to change it. Yep. Change.
Is that what you just said? Anyone hear me? I heard a lot of things.
Can somebody check the stream? Oh, my chair almost broke. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Because I changed the mic, I want to see, because I was coming in loud. Well, I just heard myself. Somebody's watching it. Well,
I've got mine up.
can you, yeah, let me know if you can hear yourselves. If not, I'm going to change buttons.
Yes, sir.
Go Pacers.
Oh, that's right. We're
Playing against each other tonight.
Doop-a-doop-doo.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
All I'm hearing is John anyway, by the way, on the stream.
Oh, you hears me?
Yeah.
All you hear is me. I'm not important.
What a puzzle.
Alright, no? No one else? No one else is hearing each other?
I mean, I wasn't talking because I'm eating.
We'll try that. So, well, you should eat and talk at the same time. Do simultaneous eating and that.
Holy shit, we're on episode 12.
We are on episode 12. Check, doing the mics. Making sure. Yeah, it's good now?
excellent.
No, everyone's coming in low on my end. No, it's low. You can only hear me.
Well, fix that shit.
I'm going to. It's my job there, Matthew.
It's not even going. Hold on. I'm trying to... Where are you peoples? Hold on. Let's try this
Vegas
one.
in Oklahoma.
Yes.
The rest of you are in New York.
Wait, so I thought you were in Illinois.
Yay! It works.
It works now?
All right, mic checks. Everyone go, brah.
All right. There we go.
Everyone tell me
Yeah.
All at the same time?
Everyone tell me your favorite fruit.
My favorite fruit is
Mango.
Pineapple.
Tomato.
Oh, you stole my
Pear.
Because tomatoes are fruits.
John is my favorite fruit.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
I don't like fruit, but I like long
Did you
walks
say
on the beach
tomato?
and staring at the stars. Yes, he
said
said tomato.
Different.
I
You
was-
different being.
He
I was
said
gonna say
tomato.
tomato, but he took it.
Intelligence is knowing that tomato is a fruit.
I mean,
Wisdom
I
is knowing
understand
not
that. I
to
know
put
it is.
Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad.
Is it? I got a question. Is it pronounced lagoon or legume?
Legume. Like a
Like-
lagoon.
Like a lagoon or like a legume?
Is there an in or an M?
Or legume? I don't know.
Are you is it legume
Legume.
or legume?
Legume.
It's legume, right?
Yeah.
And that's like what, like quinoa and stuff, and like
The
chickpeas.
legume is literally like a bean.
Is chickpeas a legume then, or is that just a chickpea?
Chickpeas and they have another name too. Hey Google, what's another name for chickpea?
I heard that Mac likes it when chicks pee.
Not really into that fetish.
What?
Garbanzo bean.
Garbanzo.
So, okay.
Those are
right.
the same thing.
Sounds like a clown.
Are we not going live right now?
Yeah, we're soft live right now.
We're soft live right now.
All right, I gotta go.
We're soft.
And now all the internet knows it.
That burrito was getting to me, guys.
Is it really? It's the burrito. It's sitting in the stomach. She's gonna explode. She's just. We put a towel down on the couch just in case.
I don't.
What type of burritos do y'all have?
Hey Google,
Burritos usually don't do that to me.
what is a legume?
Hey Google, is George Lopez dead?
Dude, we're not even going over this. I won't come down there and I won't.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna say we're doing that one again.
Hey Google, is George Lopez dead?
Hey Google, is George Washington alive?
Yeah.
Nope, he's alive.
Nah.
He hasn't died in the last week.
Nope.
We'll check back again next week.
We'll check back next week.
He's clearly still able to go to wonderful restaurants and establishments such as the Taco Bell.
I swear to
Oklahoma.
God, you fucking I swear to God.
Remember when he voiced a Chihuahua in 3 whole fucking movies?
I
Yes.
feel like he probably did that once, and then they found somebody that sounds like him.
Yeah, they're like, hey,
There's
you want
no
Hey,
to
way
Google.
that man.
Either that or
He
he just had
voiced
that.
the male Chihuahua in Beverly Hills Chihuahuas 2.
Was it gonna be a male Chihuahua?
There was a 2?
There's a 2 and 3.
What could this Chihuahua be doing in 2 movies?
No idea. 3 movies technically. No
Wait,
idea.
It's Beverly Hills Chihuahua?
Oh
Yeah.
my God, I used to
Is
fucking
it like
love them.
Beverly Hills Cop but with a Chihuahua?
I doubt that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. There's Beverly
I've
Hills
seen-
Ninja.
I seen one trailer for that a long time ago. I even forgot what movie I went to see, but
So wait, is this an actual Chihuahua?
Drew
or is it
Barrymore was in
George
it too, and
Lopez
Andy Garcia?
dressed as a Chihuahua?
What?
Wait, Drew Barrymore was
yeah.
in it?
Apparently, I guess so.
They must have had a hell of a budget
Right?
for Drew
Probably,
Who
yeah.
Barrymore.
voiced Poppy in Beverly Hills Chihuahua 3?
Is Poppy the name of the Chihuahua?
It's like a dog. It's a movie about dogs.
I mean,
Wow.
I figured that much. I figured
That
as
was
much.
real insightful.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know what gave that idea. The fact that the name
No, yeah,
Chihuahua was in it.
He voiced in all 3 movies. He did Poppy the Chihuahua.
He did all 3.
All right.
All right.
Fine. Ever see
Look at-
Airbud?
yes.
Look at how
Long
happy,
time ago.
That dog's dead, by the way. Just to let you
Yeah.
all feel.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, I'm
look how
sure.
happy and not dead he is right there.
Oh, yeah, look at how alive he is.
It's like, hey guys,
For everyone that
I'm
doesn't
happy to be
understand.
alive.
Twig claimed that he saw George Lopez before he died at a Taco Bell, and George Lopez is clearly alive.
I did see him. He's not dead though.
I mean, technically, you have seen him before he died.
Technically, it's a
Technically.
Right, so my
valid
statement
story.
isn't false.
I saw Mel Brooks before he died.
yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
You did. Hey Dex, do you like the Pacers?
I don't think he does. Oh my god.
Oh wow! I
it's
literally
not
thought you were not wearing a shirt under that. There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, that looks comfy.
So what do they pace?
Basketballs.
The humps into your mom.
Oh! Damn, going
Vicious.
there.
All of them?
It's just a trend going through your door while you're at work.
The
You just don't
entire
even know it.
1978 Ford.
That sounds exhausting.
It probably is. You should
I
ask your
respect
mother
that.
about that.
It's like a cheap carnival ride, like that. Like,
You know, at least she
like the-
doesn't have a uterus.
Oh, now we're
gotta-
getting dark with this.
That
No,
was-
she doesn't have a uterus anymore. She had a hysterectomy, so all good.
John is at a loss for words, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know what to say to that now. You can't do that. You can't drop like super mom medical stuff on us and be like,
I mean,
"Oh,
technically, she's laying in a hospital bed right now. if you
get
wanna
the
be-
fuck out. Are you serious?
Yeah, she had her gallbladder taken out. That's why I was late tonight.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the whole historic. Like she just got her uterus taken out. I'm like, you kidding
No.
me? This entire joke is just
no.
real.
Her uterus was taken out a month after I was born.
Oh, it was a month after you were born?
Was her uterus? She had a hysterectomy.
I imagine so, because how would that have worked if it was a month after you were born or before you were born?
Just keep
Would've
that
been
thing that's in
super
there.
impressive.
You can just keep that thing that's in there.
Your mustache is
Hold on, it won't
outstanding,
be
by the
anything
way.
important or special. You
Tony,
just keep that one.
I love your mustache, by the way.
Thank you.
You're like a couple of shades away from like straight up Groucho Marx, and I love it. Like it needs to be colored in.
So next week So I'm actually starting. I'm going to be participating in Movember.
Yeah, of course.
So that I'm going to be raising money and trying to get donations and stuff and pledges for my mustache.
Excellent,
For the
good.
month of November for men's prostate cancer health and
Yep.
awareness.
Yeah, it's a really good event.
All right.
I'm not sure whether or not to just do a mustache or do a mustache and a little bit of goatee on the
I
bottom.
feel like you should really just rock that stash because it's a good
It's the
stash.
stash.
I
Yeah.
usually just do the stash, but I gotta see what I'm gonna do for November.
I just hate shaving.
Stop doing that. Now you're just making it weird when you do that. Is that what you do in the mirror? Like when you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna crack this.
Getting ready for his
That's
Tinder
why.
date.
That's why I was late to work today.
What, you're staring yourself in the mirror, making duck lips? You look like you're trying to get peanut butter out of your teeth.
Like a dog. That's like.
Yeah, the peanut butter. Yeah, they're just like the lips.
Oh, jeez.
Dexy, what are you eating? Are you
can I
eating
make my
chicken?
screen?
Are you eating like a rotisserie chicken?
That's not an uncommon thing. It's
No?
actually the most
No,
common
burger.
thing to
I
eat
think
in
he's
America.
I think he's had a burger this whole time.
No, that's not a burger.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
Hardy, it is a burger.
Hardee's.
actually. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
I miss Hardee's and Carl Jr.'s. Remember the Super Bowl ad they had that they had to take down because it was too sexy?
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the thing?
Oh, fucking Google it right now, John.
Yeah, it
Well,
was bad.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh,
go
look,
on your,
look at
you
this
know,
ad.
Do you have a thing in front of you called a computer?
I do, but it's doing this.
Go to another tab.
Fine.
He
You
doesn't
really
want his
making me do
computer to
this?
explode.
Yeah,
On
really.
a screen that's not being recorded.
Okay, so what is this again? Carl's Jr.
Carl's
Ad,
Jr. and
Super
Hardee's
Bowl ad.
apparently add Super Bowl ad.
It'll probably come right up.
It'll probably.
Tell me how many views.
Oh, Charlotte McKinney?
Probably.
Yeah, this is like a supermodel eating a giant burger.
Yeah.
What's
That's
wrong
it.
with this?
Watch it.
I am. It's 52 seconds.
Yeah, it's the Super Bowl ad. That's probably
Yeah.
worth $18 million.
she
I'm watching it right now.
Okay, she's straight up naked.
I wouldn't say straight up naked.
No, she's straight up naked, and the tomatoes are referencing her butt. What
goes,
is the
okay.
point of this? This man is shaving ice, being distracted. He's gonna hurt himself. And now this man is weighing 2 melons. To give you an idea, everyone is. Oh, never mind. She's in a bikini.
Yeah.
And now she's eating a giant hamburger, which I guarantee you no burger on their menu looks like that in real life. I
No,
guarantee you.
definitely not. There's no way.
They put
But hey,
mayo,
that's
ketchup, and mustard on their burgers?
That's the Hardee's experience, baby. They
Is
make
it
you
really?
Hardy.
Yeah.
There is no way. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can, like...
Okay, I'm probably looking at another commercial. Dan Carl's Jr. Super Bowl commercial. She's not naked.
No, in the beginning of the whole thing, it is made out to be that she is, in fact,
Perceived, yeah.
naked.
In fact, the naked.
Is it a hot dog in a bun? Like,
like a porn?
pretty much.
No. No, that would have been illegal.
Like, hold on. I'm going to see if I can actually show you this burger. Hold on.
Here, okay, I'm going to send you this on...
Wait, are we going to get demonetized if I
Probably.
put this up?
Probably,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, here, this is...
Probably.
Don't
That's-
put it up. Screenshot it and send it in the Discord.
No, that's what I'm doing. I sent to the Discord, the one that I found.
I'll tell you right now if that's the real one, Maddie.
Because I'm going to say, I kind of like that
No,
one,
this is a
but-
different one.
Okay, so yeah,
I mean, it's the same idea, but it's a different one. That is literally softcore. That's
yeah, I know. That's why I was like,
yeah,
I like
that's
it, but I
rough.
can kind of see why he got banned.
One of my favorite Twitter accounts, by the way, is out of context porn clips.
Oh no!
Wait, it's totally stream safe, but I'm gonna.
Oh shit, we're gonna get demonetized before
We're
you
gonna
get
get-
demonetized.
It's not
Yep.
gonna get
Do
demonetized
not
because
get us
it's safe.
demonetized, man.
We're not even monetized. How can...
Demonetized.
You got back to monetization.
Does anyone even know what demonetize means? Or are we just sounding like we know what's going on?
I do what I do.
the
Do we
gamer
ever
thing
know
to
what we're
say.
doing? We don't ever know what we're doing.
No, we really don't. Oh, I've seen that. I just saw that one.
Wait, did you see the porn or did you see the?
No, that clip that he's showing. That clip I've seen.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack? No.
Oh.
2 Scooby snacks? No. What if I show you my ass?
Yep.
For real?
I wouldn't say no.
Real talk?
I mean, as long as they're offering, I mean.
My buddy, who's a professional photographer and is like trained in Photoshop, he went through a tough breakup like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And all the nudes he had of his girlfriend,
no.
he photoshopped them to remove the nipples. So technically they're Instagram safe.
Oh no.
He hasn't posted them. He's not like, that's a crime.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
called revenge
But,
porn, and that is a crime.
Yes.
That is in
Yes.
fact a crime.
But he did it for his own like kind of like healing
Amusement.
process. Yeah, and like amusement, and it's pretty comical. Like the idea, the notion of a picture of a person without an areola. It's fantastic.
Like that.
Very
Did you know that
scientific.
people also will do body modification art where they'll remove their nipples.
That just
That's
doesn't
a thing?
sound.
Why is that a
I-
thing?
I can literally show you pictures. That's a thing.
No,
I'm
Follow a
okay.
lot of-
I have no desire to see.
I follow a lot of body modification,
like,
Instagram
why?
accounts.
Why?
Because some people are, I asked the same question, and the response that I got was, some people are unhappy with the shape of their nipple and how they look, and they would prefer a smooth surface. And also, if people have a full chest tattoo, you would have to go around the nipple when you get tattooed. I don't know.
Right.
Right.
Chest. So sometimes people with full chest tattoos will remove the nipple so that they can get it tatted over and have no dip in the art, like it's just all one tattoo. So it looks cool, but it looks weird because like at first you don't notice, and then you're like, wait,
Yeah.
nipple. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
So
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I feel like
Not my
that's.
thing.
Wait, did you
Here,
say
I'm
that's not
looking-
that painful?
No, I said it's not my thing.
Oh, I thought you were like, it's not that painful to have your nipples.
Been there,
I'm
done
like,
that.
You've always done
that.
I was 19.
Right.
I was boogie boarding on the sandy shores.
I was young.
That's
In a
Oh,
horrific boogie boarding
John,
accident.
that is
Remove
hardcore.
my nipples.
Listen, anyone that's boogie boarded knows. It's rough. It's rough out
You
there.
know, I haven't.
You
I
never
haven't
boogie
either.
boarding?
No, where would I
You
go
literally
boogie boarding in upstate New York?
the beach.
I was about to say, you're
There's
surrounded by
no
water.
beach in upstate New York.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to tell me, this entire time that you lived in New York, you have not come close to the water?
No, I went to like South Carolina, like Myrtle Beach. I've been there once or twice. I've seen the ocean.
I see the Gulf
Yeah.
of Mexico.
I forget sometimes that Long Island is not like
Right.
the entirety of New York, because honestly, Long Island is lit. Like compared to like upstate New York, yeah.
Well, okay, now you're just getting offensive.
Aww.
I'm saying, my bad.
Don't need to make you feel better. Go put on a cowboy hat and boots and spurs. And...
Well, I mean, my brother lives down there. I like going to Texas. I'm gonna get to see him this year, by the way. I haven't seen him since
Nice.
I graduated high
Nice.
school. I saw him, and then before that, I hadn't seen him for like 13 years. So, we're gonna get to see him. He's coming up for Thanksgiving. He's got a new baby girl that's gonna be
Cool.
1, and my sister with her newborn's gonna come up too.
Oh, nice.
That's fun.
Super excited.
1 minute.
All right.
I know where Dexy is, but we got time.
We got a little bit of time.
We lost Twig.
And we lost Twig.
I'm still here. I'm just covering my camera.
Hey Abs.
Hi.
I made a little thing for our sponsors so we can go to that scene right before we actually start the thing if we want to talk about
Here
all
we
the
go.
sponsors and stuff.
Ba-da-da.
Are you showing?
Hey.
And that's definitely somebody with no.
That's exactly what that is.
It looks like somebody's squinting.
Yep.
Yeah, well.
Oh God! Oh God! I didn't know it was on my screen.
It didn't look. It doesn't look that bad.
No,
honestly.
it doesn't. I mean,
and with the chest
Like, I'm
tattoo
not knocking,
on top of it.
I'm not knocking anyone
it
that
would
wants to
look
do
nice.
stuff to like change
Yeah,
themselves.
I just don't
By all
want
means, go
that.
for it. But I feel like that's the equivalent of like closing your nostrils. Like, what is the actual? There's no
I
point.
just told you what the point was.
It's
I mean,
aesthetic,
bro.
Anyways.
To make it feel
It's
better, yeah.
aesthetic. It's the aesthetic.
Anyways.
Well, hold on. We're waiting for Dexy. We got, you know.
Before
Oh,
we,
there he is.
He's
Oh,
not
no,
here.
back. Oh, we playing
Before,
peekaboo?
before we get started, though, I will say, Abs, if you wanted to go through our sponsors.
Yes,
I think John has that today, actually.
I do.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, we're going to pull this up right here. So, we'd like to thank our sponsors that are sponsoring this episode. Midnight Road Cosplays. You should definitely check them out. Val Duskwood Designs, I believe, is the full term for that. She makes wonderful bags and such. And 8-Bit Medics has been helping us out as well. They're a very good other charity stream. And Abs will tell you details on our charity event coming in November 21st to the 23rd. Abs.
We have a charity event going towards them dates, and we will be streaming them 3 days for hopefully non-stop, but we are planning on raising $6,000 to go towards the Guide Dogs of America's charity event. And we will have lots of giveaways for that day, so make sure you are there and don't miss out.
Yay.
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 Gonna get it all done.
And with all that now covered, let's dive right in. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Scattered Rollers, where we all may be distant from where we are, but we are unified in story.
I almost forgot to pull up the character sheet.
Don't forget to check out our YouTube at bit.ly/YTS Rollers. Go subscribe to the freaking YouTube.
And subscribe to the Twitch.
Yes, do that as well.
I don't know if we can get subs yet, but follow.
We can have subs, actually. We have a
You're
sub button.
affiliated.
Holy
We have a sub button, guys.
Whoa, that's new to me. Hold on.
Do we have a
Pay
Dom
attention to
button?
Discord.
We don't have a Dom button.
Oh, word.
A what button?
I don't know. But we do have a sub button.
Oh, I get
it. I got the joke. It's very good.
Oh, now it
I should.
There's the joke.
It was a BDSM joke.
Yes, it was.
I really should have called
For all you vanilla prudes out there.
All right.
You know nothing
All
about that.
right. Before we get out of hand,
Look what I've done.
before this gets out of hand, let's jump right back into the story, shall we? With the party just being in Craghammer after exploring the city for a little bit and taking down a couple of dragons. Now, our orc barbarian Gorthok looks to go home for the first time in a long time. So we pick up the following day when the party had gone to sleep in the Rusted Anvil Tavern. It is the next morning. So what are you guys doing?
Gorthok is going to get up.
Okay.
Pull the axe out of the floor.
Okay.
All right, all the gold's there too.
Yes, and Gorthok, you do look over on one of the nightstands. You see that there is tied up is a bag on the nightstand. A large, hefty
Where did you just go?
bag.
Didn't you leave earlier?
You open it up, look inside, and it
Dude, you knew
is
I was
gold. All gold pieces.
Dude, you knew I was doing this. And you're gonna do this now?
This come from?
No!
Gorthok
No.
not
Mute your
sleepwalk.
mic.
It comes. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, mute your mic, Twig. There we go.
What happened?
Moving on.
Gorthok picked it up.
Gorthok picked up. Yep, pick up the bag.
Gorthok don't think he sleepwalks. Guys!
Yeah? What you need?
Right outside his door.
Right?
Are we?
Wait! Gorthok opens the door. Does he see anybody just standing right there?
Are we all just standing there pretty much just like what do you do?
I'd be like kind of like.
You can be. It depends. Depends, because Gorthok tends to get up
Pretty early.
pretty early. Yeah,
So does Al.
that's true. I'll leave it to you guys to determine.
I don't know if I'd be waiting outside the door, but if I heard it on the amulet,
I'd imagine it went through the amulet.
Did anyone see GORTHOCK sleepwalk?
Yep.
Was that a thing?
Yeah. I believe I seen you go downstairs, rob the bar for your money back, and then just went back to bed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, right.
GORTHOCK, you sleepwalk.
I didn't think I did.
I think you did.
Oh.
And you did a moonwalk, actually. It was very impressive.
What's a moonwalk?
It's something from the old country that me and Al know about. It's a very interesting.
Yes, your feet get white, and you kind of glow. I look at Silas because we're sharing a room. Like,
yep,
he's a moonwalk.
I don't know. Why would you say something like that? It's weird.
The moon is white, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know it's actually white.
You're yeah. I don't know.
Why would you say that his shoes are white?
I don't know. I'm going to get food. Get dressed and then go downstairs and get dressed.
GORTHOCK is not looking at his feet.
Okay.
GORTHOCK not wear shoes or boots when he sleeps. Should probably take money back. He goes downstairs and puts the money back on the.
So, when you come back downstairs, those of you who are going downstairs, you see it is the same woman that was there last night. She's just sitting there.
GORTHOCK.
That's a clopen if I ever saw one.
GORTHOCK would like to apologize. GORTHOCK not even know GORTHOCK sleepwalk.
She looks at you and goes, "No, Jerry, your friends. The money's right over there. The one you paid me. They thought it'd be a good idea to make a little
funny.
There we go."
GORTHOCK picks it up and puts it back on. Ah, very funny. Your money back. Good joke. So he sets the gold right in front of them and just goes to get ready.
Well, nobody's. I don't. Who's downstairs at the moment?
I'm getting breakfast. I'm assuming Silas would want a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, always.
Always the sandwiches.
So, like I said, coming down, you do see GORTHOCK is there, and you see that it's the same woman that bartended last night. She's sitting there, cleaning up a few mugs from the night before, getting all set up. You sleep well?
Always.
Yeah. Not too bad.
Good.
He's a pretty heavy snorer, though.
I have a condition.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that.
I mean, yeah, that's what I do.
Fair enough. Do you have any coffee?
Yes, we do.
I'll take some of your finest coffee, please.
Sounds good. And she goes over and she comes back with a rather large clay cup and sets it in front of you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Aurora's gonna come in into the room.
She looks at you. How are we feeling this morning?
Oh, Peachy. Where is everybody?
And she just looks around and goes, "Well, those of your friends so far, these are all who have shown up from upstairs."
Cool. I'm gonna wait outside. We got a long walk. My head hurts. I'm gonna wait outside for everybody.
Before you go, and she comes back over and she gives you this bundle that's wrapped up in this paper, and you can see that the paper is just soaked through it. That might help you.
What is it?
Like soggy newspaper?
She unwraps it, and you see that it is a sandwich that is eggs, hangover cure. It is eggs, sausage, bacon.
It's a hungry man. That's pretty much
Essentially,
that
it is.
sounds so good.
It is the Long Island cure for hangovers.
She's gonna take it, and as walking by Silas, just slips it in front of him.
I'm getting that sandwich?
You guys have never had a prairie oyster.
That's totally gonna help my sleep apnea.
Make it worse, you mean?
Says you.
I mean, that does sound like a really good sandwich.
Grease up my snores.
Brother, that looks quite greasy.
Did you want it? You put it in your
No.
hair.
No.
Make it look handsome.
Say, Silas, you grab it and you could.
It just seeps in.
Oh yeah, it's.
You want half, Al? You can have half.
I'll try a small bite.
All right, I give Al half because I'm not giving
Sure.
him a small bite.
Sure.
Oh, this is. Oh, it's on my hands. It's.
That's how you know it's good.
It's good, right? It is. Like, you start eating it. It is good.
Yeah.
Like it's very well made.
Not what I'm
However,
used to.
Anyone else want a piece of this?
however, it's very greasy.
Fuj, you want a piece of the sandwich?
No,
Dexy comes
Haruhi's
walking in.
probably still gonna be in her bed.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Cool. Then you get no sandwich. That's fine.
So that would mean that
Haruhi's a
Haruhi,
late
Dex,
bloomer.
and Twig are all still upstairs.
I'm gonna say that Twig, after uncrowbarring his door like he normally does, finds his way downstairs.
Okay. And like I said, you see the same dwarf woman there. Bows to you. Starts finishing, setting up. She looks at the rest of you. You know, friends are really late risers.
Twig, you want a sandwich?
Yeah, I'm not gonna finish this. You can have the rest.
No, you're gonna finish it.
Oh
Twig, you want some of
no.
the sandwich?
Can I see what the sandwich looks like?
Sure. I'm going to just slide it across the bar or the wherever we're sitting, like a glass that would go across the bar, but just because of the grease, it's just gonna like luge its way. It's pretty much like it's like curling, but like with the sandwich.
I
Yep.
just,
So it's
I
gonna
just
be
imagine it's like a snail.
And she just sits there and she just watches it slide
And I'm
across the
just gonna
bar.
be like, it's
She
good.
watches the sandwich slide across the bar.
Yep.
And I just clean the bottom.
I imagine it's like a snail just leaves a trail.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh no, it's
Oh.
totally like a snail trail of just grease.
Oh yeah.
And egg yolk and bacon.
Yep.
Again, drinking without eating is a bad thing. So he continued to eat the sandwich.
Yeah,
Sure.
there it is. It's good for sleep apnea. It's great.
That's what causes sleep apnea, is eating too much.
Listen, you're still in your bed.
All right, fair enough, fair
To
enough.
be fair, he's
Come
not
down.
down there.
Yeah,
You
my
should
bad.
come down.
That was out of character, okay?
Can I keep a piece of that sandwich for myself? I'm gonna put it in my bag. A piece of it, just a piece of that
I'll
sandwich.
order you a whole nother sandwich.
I know, that's
You-
too
you-
much. It's too much.
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta watch my figure.
You absolutely can.
Yeah, what figure? The pear?
Oh.
So,
Oh,
Was that a wait? What?
As in character.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not.
Like, how dare
No.
you? I'm a dainty man. My
I'm
dainty.
a
all
dainty.
right.
GORTHOCK is just gonna go to the bar.
yeah,
Your
Gorth.
strongest ale.
A little early there, GORTHOCK.
Beer
We're gonna
isn't-
start now.
Can't
And
drink
she
ale for breakfast, man.
she looks at you. So you don't want a cup? You want a bottle, or do you want a barrel?
Barrel!
Okay.
Oh, maybe a small keg.
And she goes into the back. She swings the kitchen door open. Jacob, open the cellar. Okay, Mom.
GORTHOCK, perhaps we should get two. Maybe we could bring one to your village as a offering of some
Like,
kind.
who's gonna carry that?
He will because it's his keg. We're not carrying it.
Yeah, I don't feel strong enough to carry that all the way.
You're not strong enough to eat that sandwich.
I'm really not. It's a hearty sandwich.
It is.
Twig, just over there.
I'm starting to get hungry. It was just fun until this.
Sponsorship by Hardee's.
I heard hearty sandwich.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wasn't hungry when we started. Now I'll eat.
So a couple of moments go by, the GORTHOCK, and this dwarven teenager comes up from outside now into the as he's rolling this. It's a good size keg, and he rolls it, and then he gets to you and stops it. All right.
How much I owe?
And then the one behind the bar top, she goes, well, that will be 40 gold.
Okay. He takes up the 40 gold and gives it to her.
Okay. And she takes it, scoops it, and drops it in one of her buckets, and you can hear it. You can hear all the coins in the barrel, in the bucket that she has underneath, clang together.
Pulls out the cork, picks up.
Oh, okay.
How much? That's so much alcohol.
You have not seen him in a. You have not seen his
keg.
drinking contest.
That is a full keg.
Yeah, and you're carrying that keg, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're not carrying that. That's not
Out of character. Okay. Can it fit inside the mouth of the bag of holding?
Ooh. Could it?
How much would it weigh?
It mostly goes by weight.
Right.
The bag of holding mostly goes by weight.
That and the physical limit of the mouth of the bag.
That's I've always gone with physical limit of the mouth.
There is a weight on it.
There is a weight limit, however, but it's more practical just to go by.
Well, there's a.
It's 500 pounds.
I got rope. I got fucking rope. I could just tie it.
Hold on, just go to Alexander, buy a second one. Go to Alexander, and then just have him make like a shoulder pad thing that holds him up, and then straws that go to your mouth.
That would take going back to Wyson. He could probably just tie rope around it and make it a backpack.
It says it's 2 feet in diameter.
I really want your official miniature to have 2 kegs strapped to his back.
The bag of holding itself. The bag of holding itself has 2.
It says 2 feet in diameter, so it's like 2 feet wide.
That's not that big. I thought it'd be wider.
Well, it's infinite space in there, but that's the physical limit. It's not like.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't expand.
I figured it was like a Trader Joe's grocery bag, like with.
Oh no! It doesn't expand with what you throw in it.
It's like a satchel with the flap.
Yeah.
Oh,
you open the flap
it has a flap. Okay.
Yeah. I will say, all right.
He's just going to take rope and make it a backpack.
All right, because I was going to say it might not fit in the bag of holding. However,
I got 50.
Might okay because I was saying you do have a haversack, but you also do have I believe GORTHOCK also has a haversack.
Yes, he does.
I believe it would be able to fit in the haversack.
Oh, okay. Well, then, haversack is kind of like a
haversack.
Yeah, so he's just gonna put it there then.
Yep, it'll fit in the haversack.
Like Jersey, what's happening?
So he sees that not everybody's there, so he's gonna go up and start knocking on doors.
Do you have the keg strapped to you while you're doing this?
Well, it's in the haversack, which is essentially a giant rucksack.
I thought you were gonna be like Buzz Lightyear and like have like 2 like a rocket pack like on the back of you. I was really hoping you were doing that.
1 fireball is all it takes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say quietly over the pen. Hey guys, I have something to do that involves a Durgar head, and I think we should do it together.
That sounds good. I'm gonna.
I don't like the sound of
Can
that.
we wake up?
You all get that though.
Can we wake up Haruhi?
GORTHOCK is knocking doors.
Because I think she's still sleeping, right?
It's as what you know, yes. Haruhi and Dexy are still asleep and have not because they have not come down yet.
All right, so I'm gonna contact both of them and be like, hey, you should try this sandwich. It's quite delicious, and we have things to do. Yo, what you doing?
Haruhi's just gonna like pull the covers over and like be like.
Listen, it's still warm.
You still hear it. You still hear it in the pendant.
It's still warm, and it's juicy. And by juicy, I mean it's just covered in butter.
Oh, delicious.
Yep. It's making my hand see through.
I suppose I could come downstairs.
Making my hand see through.
That's how you know the sandwich is good. Okay, cool.
Where is everybody? Downstairs?
Yeah,
like
we're at the
little
bar
in the tavern?
Yep, everybody. Yep.
All right, so Haruhi is going to come down the stairs and just cast prestidigitation and like light show everywhere.
That's
like,
your morning.
I have arrived, people. I've woken up.
Hey, she's awake.
GORTHOCK has an epileptic seizure.
And you just
hello.
And she just looks over at you, shakes her head.
GORTHOCK has an epileptic seizure.
Just a
Right.
I'm going to slide a piece of my sandwich to Fuj, as I call
Sure.
her, or har, whatever, Fuj. And I'm gonna slide it down, and it's just going to like a curling puck or whatever they call it.
And using
And
the
it just-
grease trail, I'm gonna slide 2 gold pieces to the bartender, apologizing for the grease on
For
the
the
bar.
mess.
That's excellent.
And she picks up the 2 coins. Yes. I'm sure. Ching ching. Drops them in the.
Dexy, you want a sandwich?
I'm almost done.
Okay. What is he doing?
All right.
What is Dexy doing?
Dexy has been spending most of the morning fixing his fucking makeup, thanks to Almanar. Getting his things in order for the most part. He had a small visit with Damien just to be like, yo, I used counterspell and it worked. Literally just to say that. And then kind of like, you know, when you have like music on in the background while you're getting changed and stuff. Yeah, he had like the book open and was like, what are those fuckers doing down there? And realized they were talking about a sandwich the whole time. I was just like, and just closed the shit. Went over my cards pretty much with Damien also, just to, and you know, everything's gravy. Wait, was Gorthok was coming up to wake people up?
So what I'm gonna say is, by the time that Silas contacts you through the amulet, you'd also hear.
That's definitely Gorthok.
Almost done.
Okay.
Who's pretty?
By almost done, you mean?
Will you do me a favor?
Okay.
The door cracks open and he sets out the 3 probably empty bottles that he got from the dwarvish place, and goes, will you get those filled up with separate things, the strongest things, and then get me another bottle of just the strongest thing?
Gorthok pulls out his keg.
I think we both understand that I'm still gonna need this probably.
No, he starts filling one up.
No, don't waste out of that. Keep that. It just, he just starts drinking it from the bottle. Don't do that.
How dare you feed my alcoholism?
No, get it from downstairs so that you don't use up any of your resources.
Get it from the good barrel. He's choking on the alcohol.
Sorry, I'm smoking in here. Yeah, no. If you could do that for me, that'd be great.
Okay. The bottles goes downstairs. He puts the bottles down. Strongest different, and another bottle of strong thing.
You got slide on the grease.
Okay.
At this point, the grease is probably hardened.
Yes, it has. But by this point, it has.
Oh,
so it's all sticky. Yep, it all. as you place the bottles down on the countertop, she just kind of goes.
I like how we all know what it looks like too. Like
right?
We're just seeing it. Yeah.
And she's just sitting
Dexy
there
calls down. My money is on its way.
And she takes the bottles, and you see that she goes over to several different alcohols and fills them. Strongest different, strongest new.
Thank you. How much?
$1 million.
You know what? Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you. He grabs boss, goes back up. He kicks the door because his hands are full.
Dexy's coming out by now.
Oh.
So by the time, so I'll say by the time Gorthok's, yep.
He hands, hey, how much to cost?
Get free.
No, don't play that game with me, but I understand. We all got money. But
she said it free.
Okay, whatever. As soon as he turns around, Dexy's gonna slip 5 gold in his back pocket.
I think she told Al that it was like 10 gold or 20 gold, right?
And she just sits there.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay.
And she goes back to now. She goes back to now trying to clean the bar top again.
Dexy snaps.
I was trying to
kind of
squeegee some of it away.
Oh. It's like when you shovel snow and it just curls.
Yep. She's just.
So
Nice
guys, if
She
we
pulls
all
out
wanna,
a dagger. She pulls out a dagger.
So scraping it.
if we all want to reconvene up in my room for a minute, I'd have something I'd like to show you all.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think we all just need to be private.
This isn't like a weird trick, right? You actually got a thing you want to show us?
It may be unsettling to a few of you.
Can we keep our eyes open?
Well, I know,
You
Silas,
may.
the last time a man asked you to come into a room with a pleasant experience for you.
You realize you don't have to be naked to go into GORTHOCK tribe.
Okay, how about this? You guys just follow me and trust me real quick. Is that
All
okay?
right, yeah, it's fine.
That's what Harvey Weinstein said.
Oh! The meanest
How about
half-orc
this?
of them all.
What questions would you like to have asked that dark dwarf?
Where is Kendra?
Where's Kendris?
Where is Kendra's Bane? Currently at the
All right, so are we all in
Well,
his
it's what
room now?
he would know when
I'm
he
gonna
died.
say like this conversation
Right.
is happening as all of you are going up the
Okay.
stairs away from the woman who none of you asked for her name.
Second
Oh, now I
question.
feel
Given her gold all night, so
right.
Second
bitch, I mean,
question.
whatever I want.
Has Orcus gained his full strength?
I give 5 questions, so who else would like to ask him anything?
I'm gonna hold back on this one because I'm gonna ask a smart-ass question. So
Well,
I don't want
I'm
to
the
waste.
only one able to do this, so you'll have to ask through me.
What's his next plan?
His next step?
How do we stop him?
Any weaknesses?
Yeah, like
What are his fears?
spiders?
I don't know about-
Commitment? I don't know. Like I don't think that's. I don't think that's like a good question.
As a drow, he's probably a fan of spiders, to be honest.
Orcus is not a spider.
No.
They're not drow.
Do we still have that journal we found of his?
We do.
Does it list any
Uh,
fears in it? What he was most afraid of?
Not that, it's just
don't
that his
believe any of
ambitions. It
you-
was just what he was able to accomplish, what he was searching for, and what he found. In his words, why make things mutual when you can rule them?
Then maybe then something there. Maybe what he fears is not having power.
Right, but what is something like, what is he afraid of that would put a wrench in his system?
Us?
I mean,
Are there any other?
He also has no
high-powered
reason.
people?
For full disclaimer, now we're in a room, and I'm starting
Mm-hmm.
to kind of set around like the ceremony, the ritual, and I was like, now there's also no specific reason that he'd be truthful or cooperative. I just wanted to give us all this space to try this, and I'm gonna out of the bag of holding the Durgar head.
And it
cut
is.
off.
It is.
It's a day old.
Yeah.
Juicy.
So it's juicy. It is rancid.
It's not great, but it's still a head, and it's
only
not
been, how long has it been?
decomposed.
It's been a day.
It's been a day.
It's decomposed that much after a day.
I mean that's pretty.
Yes, it would.
Yeah,
I can answer that for a fact.
Okay. Thank you.
It only
Unembalmed
takes
body will
24
start
hours.
decaying instantly.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say,
I would.
Excellent.
Haruhi, can you do that thing with the smell? My incense is just gonna make it more pungent.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna cast prestidigitation and just make it smell.
Are you gonna
a
do your
lot.
stance? Or are you gonna do your like?
Sure. Sure.
So
But I
the
don't have my
smell's
light
gone.
show. So.
And like by the scruff of the hair, I just kind of set it in the center of the circle.
Okay.
I look around the room one more time. I have 4 questions here. What else would we like to ask, or do you want me to try and go off the fly?
Ask if he likes your hat.
I was gonna say yes. I was gonna say that or like your favorite
I
color.
like my hat, and that's all that matters.
I do too. I just, I mean, that's
Thank you.
You said
Dexy-
that he wouldn't be completely honest.
He has
correct?
no reason to. If he
no
recognizes
reason
us,
to
which
be
he
honest.
probably will, he has no reason
You
to
won't
be honest,
recognize
other than
me. Oh,
if he feels arrogant.
Can you ask him if a Pop Tart is a calzone?
I swear to God.
I don't know what either
We're
of those
not
things
doing
are.
this.
What makes Kandarin think he can beat us?
Ooh, that's a
Ooh,
good
what
one.
about, does he have any other well-powered friends?
Who are his allies?
Or where does
Does
he
he have
draw
any
his
allies
power?
in high places? I think
He
that's
draws
important.
his power from Orcus.
What'd you say, Haruhi?
No, nothing. Never mind.
Is it Haruhi or Haruhi?
Haruhi.
Okay.
I just call her Fuj.
I just
You
call
can
her
call me
Har.
whatever you like, though, Dexy, since you've been so kind and being my first.
Okay, first I'm gonna cast tongues on myself,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna need some quiet, and I'm gonna need some patience, and we're gonna start for, I believe it's just an action.
I believe
It'll
so,
last
yes.
for 10 minutes.
Yep. Speak with Dead.
I'm
right?
gonna cast Speak with Dead, where I get 5 questions.
Okay.
With a corpse that has a mouth.
Yes. Which technically it does.
Technically, we're all corpses.
What
with
if it
mouths.
doesn't have lips? Does it just like make weird sounds?
You can still talk without your lips, can't you?
Mhm.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
Can't you ever talk like this without moving your lips?
Yeah, I
You
think
can
so.
still
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, it kind of works. Yeah.
So, what
Sounds
happened?
weird.
So,
Science.
Almanar, as you ready yourself, you cast the spell, you all see a ball of light that comes out of Almanar's amulet, and it travels straight to the Durgar's head, and you watch as the Durgar goes.
Kind of like with like these kind of sunlight eyes, like kind of like no pupils, just white light, like light eyes. I look at it. Now I know we're not your friends, but no one really was that you believed in. We want to try and put a stop to that. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I'm going to hope that you can be helpful with me. Is Orcus at full strength? And this is in Dwarvish, yeah.
Right.
I kind of turn around and say he doesn't know if Orcus is at full strength. I look back to him. What makes you think that Kendris would be able to defeat us? Is it power?
Yes.
What other allies does Kendris have besides Orcus?
The cult.
The cult?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Okay.
3. That's 3, right? Or 4?
That's 3.
What was Kendris's next goal or step?
Removal.
Removal. I'm going to go off the cuff here. What was he planning to remove?
Everyone.
Okay, that's helpful.
And with that, and with the final question asked and answer given, the light that was your dissipates, and the Durgar's head just.
My eyes kind of dim back to what they normally look like. I turn around. Well, that was both helpful, cryptic, and learning experience. I'm going to look to everyone. So, he's not much of a talker. He just thinks Kendris is powerful. His next step is to remove everyone. And his allies are the cult. Have we encountered a cult yet? We just the cult of the...
You have not. This is now the second time you've ever heard the name. The first time you've ever met somebody in it. Actually, no. This is the third time the cult has been mentioned. Actually. The first was the journal that you found in the fortress. And then when you met Graham, and then when this Durgar.
Now, what we fought at the palace above the town, that wasn't a cult. That was just mind-controlled orcs and stuff, right?
That was orcs, and that was other demons and creatures summoned presumably by Canderous.
So I just know of the cult of Sword and Bone.
Correct.
Probably should have asked where Colt is, but
You know, that sounds pretty rough and tumble, Gorthok. That might be right up your people's alley.
we'll see.
I think I could probably try to track him down. I have a few informants here and there.
So now we know, in order to interrogate, we won't necessarily need to keep them alive.
Works for Gorthok.
True, but we get so many more questions
I'm
than they are alive.
I'm going to kind of read the room now. Was everyone okay with that?
Gorthok was fun. He just thought it was interesting as fuck.
Twig was watching you the entire time. He wasn't focused on the head.
Yeah, that
You're
whole
muted.
exchange was...
John muted. You're muted.
Man, really?
Really?
Yeah, we did not hear a word
Said
said.
the best. I did the best acting right there. You missed it.
What was it?
What was it?
I was just saying I'm just sitting eating my sandwich while all this was happening. So
You were
Yeah,
eating
he
a
had eaten a
sandwich
sandwich,
with a decomposed head? Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, doesn't affect Silas. Yeah.
I mean, he is the follower of the Raven Queen.
I'm just going to...
That's true.
I said, I'm going to look around and say, we don't need his head anymore, do we?
Nope.
We
I'm
can
gonna look
make
at it.
goblet out of it.
I'm just going to sacred flame it until it sparkles away into radiant energy.
Waste of goblet.
What color are the sparkles?
White and light
White.
blue.
Ooh.
And as it burns and crackles eventually until there is nothing but ash.
Haruhi, more of that. I need something better. This room stinks. That might just be Silas's side, though.
Yep, your thing is muted. Your thing is still muted.
Muted.
There it is.
Oh.
Perhaps
Your
like
presentations.
some sort of
Yeah,
flower,
yes.
aromatic.
So Haruhi is going to direct it at Silas and Almanar and just cast prestidigitation and be like, now it smells beautiful in here.
Is
Like,
it-
What does it smell like?
Yeah, what does it smell like?
So this time it's going to smell like rose hips and
Rose-
a little bit of ylang ylang and a little bit of citrus.
So, but the skull is gone now, right?
Is it just a skull left? Or
Those
does
are
that burn
all
away?
There is nothing left. The sacred
Son of a
flames.
bitch.
You've held the sacred flames there long enough to that it is gone. There is nothing left.
Okay.
Waste of goblet.
I'm sorry, can I just ask something quick? What is
Okay.
ylang ylang? Is that what you said? That's a thing.
Yes, it is indeed a type of flower that they take and make it into an essential oil. Flower. I don't know if you guys know the company Lush Cosmetics, but they make
Yeah.
organic bath bombs and like
Exclusively
face-
where I buy
face
my bath soap.
What is
So-
bath bomb?
It's
Sounds
a
Gorthok right there. That
powdery
sounds like...
substance that you throw into your water that smells nice and it makes your skin smell good.
Fuji, you see,
But
you
it
understand,
not-
he doesn't
it-
know what a bath is. That's the problem.
Oh, it's when you clean yourself. Do you
Gorthok know
that
what bath is!
So,
Well, guys, I just wanted to thank you all for trusting me with that and allowing me to share that experience with all of you. I know that was a little, well, to me it was unsettling, but it was interesting nonetheless. I hope it was helpful. It was a little scary. Are we good to go now? How are
Yeah.
we going? Are we going to walk or are we getting a cart?
We're gonna walk.
How far is the walk, Gorthok?
Half day.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
We should probably get going now.
Yes, are we going to come back to these rooms?
Most likely.
Most likely, as in I can leave some stuff here.
Right. How much time did we pay for the rooms?
That wasn't discussed.
We probably need to go down there and see if it's okay with.
I'll just carry all my stuff. I don't have much to take.
Okay. So, everybody ready? Twig, Aura, Har,
Eddie and
Har.
Hara.
I'm good.
All right, off we go.
All right.
So are you asking her about the rooms and keeping the rooms? Or are you just
We
leaving?
probably don't need to keep the rooms.
No, probably not. If everybody's taking everything with them.
Okay.
It's a half day there. We might even stay the night there.
Yeah,
I hope
we have all
not.
our equipment pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Let's say everybody brought the essentials.
And we're walking, yeah?
Yeah.
Gorthok, my knee's been bugging me. Can I piggyback on you while we go there?
What's his knees? Knees look fine.
No, it's like an internal thing. It's a
Maybe Gorthok could probably help you with knees. He takes his axe.
I'm okay. You know what?
Wait. I look at Silas.
Really good.
Do you need help from a better cleric to fix your knee?
Field surgery.
Aurora is gonna pick up Silas bridal style.
What?
She likes to pick
roll
people
contesting
up.
strength rolls.
As if he's letting it happen.
Are you letting it happen?
I mean, I'm gonna let it happen.
Oh, okay. So then
she does have a strength.
I just don't want to walk.
Yeah, we know.
Save my energy.
Damn it, Silas.
Thank you, Aura.
What a team player cleric.
She's comfy.
So walking
She's so
now out of Craghammer
Really
self.
hurt armor though, so it's not that comfy.
Gorthok's not wearing his armor. He just has the gauntlets. His
I
pants.
am wearing
He's got the 2 axes.
my Sunday's best armor with my sun hat.
Okay. So that being said,
Take me to church.
all of you make your way out of Craghammer proper and begin walking along the pathway around the mountain, which you find yourselves coming to after half a day's walk.
Is that a map?
It is a map. Map of
Holy
Tal'dorei.
fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's gorgeous. The tal'dorei map. I fucking love that. I'm also keeping an eye out to make sure no one's following us, by the way.
So then, those of you who are looking, make perception checks. If anybody's trying to keep track.
I'd be willing to bet Twig is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So those of you who are actively looking.
Actively looking with true sight.
Okay.
No longer than 10 minutes though.
Can I
at a
look even though I'm
time.
being carried? Can I still like?
Are you actively look? But what I'm trying to get at is like, is Silas actively worried about people following them?
No.
So then,
Guys, I want to open my character sheet, and because somebody messed around with my computer and none of my tabs are saved, so I don't have like any of my old tabs. But I typed in Aurora Tia on my Google tab, and usually it would bring it up and beyond. But it brought up a restaurant that's in Los Angeles. So you know where we're going.
well,
Gotta go to LA.
you gotta go to LA first.
All right.
John, Silas, you're making it hard to see.
So
Anyway.
All right, put me down.
No.
Yes, this is going to be active perception checks for those of you who are looking.
19.
Okay.
Aurora is too interested in John's hair or something.
Who's John?
Silas's hair.
I also got a 19.
Hashtag
Okay.
Who's John?
Hashtag who's John? Hashtag who's Tony?
Hey Tony, wait, what?
Wait, what? So, that being said, you don't really see anything.
That's fine.
It's
That's a good thing.
right. Twig. Looking with true sight, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It could be nothing, but it also could be something. As you're looking around, you see these small orbs. Going from tree to tree. And there's a good bunch of them.
Like right overhead?
Overhead, because at this point now, you guys are walking through a forested area.
I'm
Gonna be
assuming.
like, I see things moving between the trees. They're orbs of some kind. Do they?
Would Gorthok know about that?
Roll a nature.
I look up at the trees where he pointed. I'm assuming I still don't see anything.
You still see nothing.
Yeah. Nature. Where is mine? Oh, there it is.
Are they...
There we go.
Twig,
Sorry?
I know you can see into the
Oh, fuck. Net 20, 21.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was not expecting that. I was like, okay, this is going to be bad. Oh, fuck.
So Gorthok, your people have told stories of pixies that live in the trees, that have been told stories that lead people to have led hunters to prosperous hunts and where the most viable meats are, deers and everything.
Gorthok looks up, sees what he's pointing at. Good sign. They lead hunters to good hunts. Bountiful.
Are there any bad stories about pixies?
Are there any what?
Bad stories?
Bad stories.
Roll history. Because this is how deep you've read into it. Yeah.
Could I also check now that he's told the story?
I'll allow it.
He starts telling a story. The one time when I was a kid, my parents left me at home. And
With a fucking pixie.
Two pixies tried to break into the house, but I kept setting up traps to make sure that they couldn't. But they're resilient motherfuckers.
My dice aren't rolling well.
Did they call themselves the Wet Bandits? That's a Home Alone joke for anyone that didn't get that. By the way.
I got that.
All right, thank you. It's hilarious, people.
We got that.
Would I have read
rolls,
anything
rolls.
about
What?
What do we got? What do we got?
12.
Would a history check be different in this situation?
They are rolling history.
Is that something I can roll on hearing about it?
Oh, I've got a +0 to my history, but
I'm
I
trained
rolled.
in it. I don't know if that matters.
I rolled an 11. No, not very good.
I'll allow it, Almanar. I'll allow it.
Fucking natural one anyway. Wasn't meant to be.
As far as any of you can recall, there's no bad stories about woods and pixies leading people through the woods.
I get so caught up in thinking about everything I've read, I kind of trip and fall a little bit.
Right, you have to catch yourself tripping over one of the roots.
I can't.
To be fair, Gorthok has survived here, so I mean.
The question is, if the pixies are trying to lead us somewhere and we're not hunters, what does that mean? Does it look like they're trying to guide me?
Gorthok,
not quite. It's not quite that they look like that they're guiding you. It's more like one of those things where it's like how you see birds usually like fly from one tree to another and then back again, and
They're not necessarily following us.
they're not right. They're not necessarily following. They're not
around.
necessarily leading you. They're just traveling.
Oh.
Gorthok was just relaying that it's just usually a good omen.
Right.
All right. Well, then I feel better about that.
So,
Gorthok
feels
better. Just
fine.
so after another hour of walking, Gorthok, you see a familiar sight that you have not seen in quite some time.
Gorthok pauses, and he's just kind of staring.
For the rest of you, what you see, well, for all of you, what you see are these two almost totem pole looking things with skulls lined up with blood trickling down all the eye holes, going all the way down.
Painted or active? Like dynamic, like stream?
It is painted, but it also gives the illusion of that it is actively.
I was like, is this a blood fountain?
Hey, GORTHOCK, should we be concerned or happy?
Not concerned. Not sure about being happy.
So in between?
Not be worried.
I'm going to take my sun hat off and fold it up and put it in my bag of holding. And I'm going to put my helmet on.
Okay.
GORTHOCK, tell me, how will your people react when we show up fully armed?
They, not easily intimidated. Just follow Gorthok's rules. If you might see people getting killed,
Wait, so
wounded, but not help.
just to double check what we do. We look them in the eye, we try and fight people, and we be as noticeable as possible, right?
I think that was all the opposite of what he said.
If someone communicates with you, you can look them in the eye. Just when no one not trying to talk to you, not stare.
Twig,
But-
you and I in the back, please.
Yeah.
What?
I'm scared, and I think you could protect me.
I'll go in
Oh.
the middle.
Very well.
Wait, so out of character, real quick. Have I seen an orc before?
You've seen Gorthok.
No, but I thought she saw
And the mind-controlled orcs
Yeah.
at the battle.
And
No,
right.
she wasn't there for. Well, actually, she.
Well,
She was
in
kind
the-
of there.
Yeah.
You would have seen it.
Yeah, so she
Okay.
could
Like
potentially-
bodies and
So
stuff.
I'm thinking before we go any further, perhaps I should just like take a moment and change my appearance.
Then it's going to then change your clothing that you're currently wearing right now. It won't. The clothing that you're wearing right now will not change with you.
No, I know that.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I know.
We're all gonna be half elves, so I mean, like,
I think you did this last session, though. I think you did change your appearance somewhat.
No, I don't think. I think I asked about it, but I didn't wind up changing my appearance, and we just
Yeah.
and then I forgot to bring it up again to be like, oh wait, can I do this? Like,
That's right. Yeah, we talked about the
I-
scars and stuff and about like.
Yeah, we
Right.
talked about it like briefly, but
Right. Because you can't like change like one thing
No, yeah,
on
you
you.
can't
You
just
have to.
change a
Right. You can't
scar
change.
or-
Now I have a
yeah.
scar on my cheek. No, like you have. It's
yeah, the whole
everything or it's nothing.
Yeah. So I think like Haruhi, because I always have like a bunch of different clothing and
So-
whatever.
At the guild hall, you do.
So does Gorthok see her change?
Well, I'll do it in front of everybody. I'm not.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Problem with that, you speak Orcish.
No, I don't think I do actually.
Probably not good idea.
Yeah, because they're gonna talk to me in
Mhm.
Yeah, I speak Celestial, Common, Elvish, Infernal, Minotaur. I don't know
All
why.
the things that orcs don't speak.
Right. All of the things that.
Yeah,
orcs
that
do
no
not
one
speak.
speaks. So maybe I'll stay appearing like a half elf then. So
Probably better.
there is gonna be a large posse of half elves here.
that's
But-
okay.
He was looking
I just
at
wanted
himself.
to be the cool one
You-
that didn't have to be scrutinized, and everyone would just be like, "Yeah, hey, she belongs." You know what I mean? Like,
That is until they start. And that is until they walked up to you and started speaking in Orcish.
and then I'll be like,
And I'm gonna say, Dexy, one more time. What's your name?
Oh yeah, what's your name again?
Oh yeah.
Zero.
No.
No.
It was.
It was
Is
easy.
it-
Yeah, it's
is it
zero,
CC?
but you
It's
can
CC.
call
It's
me
easy.
ZZ.
ZZ, that's what it
That's
was.
right, yeah.
"What?"
I'm
Yeah,
definitely rethinking
Yeah.
this whole thing now. No, because I don't fucking know Orcish.
To be fair, not really. You
Could we use
I was gonna say,
tongues?
call for an orc.
Me and you could use tongues on them, right? And then they.
I was
can-
gonna say, hold on. I'm gonna test
I'll just
Dexy.
say I was raised Elven and that I just don't know any Orcish.
I'm
I
gonna
was
say,
raised, I was raised by wolves.
I'm gonna say, are you
Well,
sure?
just
And I
like-
touch him
no.
on the shoulder, and I'm gonna cast tongues on Dexy.
Okay.
So
Cool,
for an
if I just-
hour,
Now he'd only be able to understand,
Yeah.
uh,
speak.
understand any spoken language he hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can
Yeah.
hear the target and understand what it says.
Yeah.
He's not necessarily speaking Orcish, but they understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
And now, I don't know if they'd notice that it's not Orcish, but they're
Well,
understanding it.
realistically, could we actually do that to like the orc we're meeting, like handshake him and then use tongues on him, and then he would understand common?
You're going
I
to
would
handshake.
imagine.
You're gonna handshake an orc war chief.
One, we'd have to shake his hand. Two, there might
Let
be
him
a
do it.
save on it if he doesn't know it's coming.
And three, yeah, an orc war chief using magic on orc war chief that he's not familiar with.
Nope.
Wow.
That's
think-
like
okay,
trying
fine.
to attempt assassination.
Yeah, so for the next
Dexy
hour,
starts rubbing his
Cowabunga
face.
it is.
for the next hour, Dexy, you understand any spoken language, and any creature you're talking to understands you.
Great. I'll
Good.
work that into my backstory that I'm going to tell this entire clan of orcs.
It'll just hopefully help. If this is
So-
what you're going for, I'm going to support you.
I'll appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks, bud.
Is everybody going?
Oh, let's do it.
Gorthok continues on, just shaking
Okay.
his head.
All right.
I'm gonna hang in the back with Tony.
Who's
I'm
Tony?
right up beside Gorthok.
Ah!
You mean Almanar?
Almanar. There you go.
All right.
Damn
As
you,
you're-
Tony.
As you're walking up, we'll find out what's waiting there. We're gonna take a quick break, guys.
Back down.
We'll be right back.
Bum, ba-dum.
Bum, bum. Where's the screen? Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Nope. Where's the standby screen?
Oh no! Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, feels like we've lost the button.
Nope, hold
I
on.
can't stop
There's
doing
the
it.
button.
And we found the button.
oh.
And boop.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So, who's ready to be panicked about this?
Who's ready for some voice cracks?
Oh, just wait.
We are all going to die.
Just wait.
We're all going to die. We're going to
So-
piss up a whole orc tribe.
So, as you all start walking through GORTHOCK, who's up in the front besides GORTHOCK? Or you're with him?
Yep.
Okay. So the two of you, as you're walking towards, I need you both to make perception checks. GORTHOCK with advantage.
Please let this be good.
Thank you for giving me that advantage. Because the first roll was a 6.
Oh, did they was it a 1?
That was a 1. No, that was a 1.
19 plus 5.
9 in total.
Okay, so GORTHOCK, because this is your tribe, even though it's been quite some time since you've been home, you know where the guard spots are. You know that your father wasn't stupid. Wouldn't leave the front door wide open.
Right.
So as you look over, you see 4 full-blooded orcs, both with rusted looking gripped axes and a rather dark looking blade that almost curves all the way around. Very different than what you remember always seeing. Which GORTHOCK, who's there? You just got told. Who's there?
The son of GORTHOCK.
And he stops.
I motion for everybody to stay back, and I walk forward.
He stops and he looks at you. GORTHOCK?
Yes.
Liars. Said you died.
GORTHOCK pulls out his old axe.
And he looks at it. And as he looks at it, he steps aside and he motions the rest of the guards. You see that are also carrying the similar weapons all stop and they step aside. Welcome home, Blood Prince.
He motions the other ones to follow.
I follow.
Stay close. Keep head down.
Dexy understood all of that.
Yeah, that was all, because that was all in Orcish.
When we meet, my father suggests everyone bow.
Follow on your lead, big guy.
With that, he starts moving.
Okay. And as you all go deeper around now the bend, because where the guards were, you see that it now bends, and the entire village, this entire tribe is built around the remains of an older village that used to be here and has nestled itself beneath this rock formation. And as you look around, you see fights, bare knuckle fights around, the smells of cooking meats, cheering, shouting. You also notice, though, that all of these orcs are much bigger than GORTHOCK. A good 1.5 feet taller. So, what are you guys doing?
GORTHOCK's just kind of looking around, seeing what all's changed.
Mostly of what's changed is the attitudes of some of them, from what you can tell.
In what way? More aggressive? Or...
As in, almost more disciplined.
I'd like to look around. Do they look well fed here? Like,
Oh yeah, they do.
well kept kind of society?
As I'm gonna say, roll a history.
History?
Yeah, roll a history. Out of just reading about.
Motherfucker, natural 7, 13.
So, what you can gather is that they definitely look more, a little bit more sophisticated than other orc tribes, than other orc tribes that you've read about. Like these ones are definitely like more, like you could tell, like they're more aggressive. They're more disciplined.
What's the architecture? Is it kind of like teepees and like huts and stuff, or is it like
Yeah,
stone masonry?
it's a mix. It's a mix of both.
Oh.
Like you can see, like there are some like stone buildings, but however, there's also teepees that look like that. Those are really meant for the war parties that go out there.
Gotcha. Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Aurora's gonna look for what she's gonna think is the chief, because that's what GORTHOCK said he was gonna come here for.
Okay.
I can't miss him.
So the biggest, baddest guy, or the most fanciest looking place that looks like he would be.
Like
roll an investigation.
Can somebody pull up my character sheet? Because I don't have access to it right now.
Yeah, I got it.
I have it bookmarked.
Thank you.
Okay, then you got it. Because it would take me longer to get there.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I rolled an 8. I have yet to roll one double digit tonight.
Don't get into any fights. Do not get into any
I was gonna say, well, we know what's happening when fights break out. 8 plus.
I'm gonna guess. What is it? Investigation?
Sorry, I'm.
What is it? Wisdom
Correct.
or?
I think it's
perception,
intelligence, investigation, intelligence based.
Investigations, intelligence.
That's like no, that's like a +1 or 2.
Just casually watching my computer die. Investigation?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a +1.
+1, so 9 total. You can't quite figure it out because a lot of these orcs all kind of look the same size. And there's really no buildings that look fancier than the rest. So it's hard to tell.
Okay, she's gonna start walking around on her lonesome away from GORTHOCK.
Okay. Where are you going?
Just wondering. Looking for... In her blind state, she's looking for something.
And GORTHOCK, the second you realize that she's away from you, you just watch as everybody in the camp just stares.
She's fine with it.
Following her with their eyes.
She is completely fine with it.
And eventually, you hear, GORTHOCK? You recognize the voice.
GORTHOCK is turning towards that voice.
And you see somebody you haven't seen in quite a long time. Your former second in command.
Jordal?
GORTHOCK, you told we're dead.
You second one that said that. Who's been spreading these rumors?
Your father.
Wishful thinking.
I guess so. And he looks past you at the rest of them, and he goes in his broken.
These your new company?
For the time being.
I'm going to kind of look at Twig like, I wonder what that means.
Well, and he said that part you all understood because he said that in common as best he could.
Yeah, like the whole for
Yeah.
the time being, kind of like.
Dexy's been kind of quietly trying to translate things very quickly to the group around him. Just
right.
Our encyclopedia.
the quick orcish
his
to
irises
common.
are huge. He's just like.
The entire orcish to common dictionary has been downloaded into Dexy for the time being.
I think
that's why my head hurts.
My command is temporary.
And he looks at all of you, and he steps past Gorthok and looks at the rest of you.
Gorthok was good leader.
He's still a good leader.
Is the correct word to use there?
Tony. Al.
Who's Tony?
I don't know.
One of these days, I'm just going to introduce an NPC and be like,
Right.
guys, my name's Tony. And everybody's going to be like, fuck.
Jonathan
It'll be
Tony.
a fey creature.
Yes.
John Tony.
John Tony.
John Tony.
It's going to be a fey creature.
John Tony.
Anyways, moving on.
He still is.
And he looks. And he goes,
Jorgal.
Aurora.
You're not
you
over
like-
there.
I was like,
You're
aren't you, like,
wandering around the
walked away?
camp.
You said you like walked away.
Yeah, but I didn't know how far I walked. I could have got like 3 steps away.
It's nice to meet you, Jorgal. I'm Dexy Kabaal. This is Twig. That's Haruhi, Silas, and Almanar Silvershade. And you already
Might want to slow down a little.
You watch. You see that. You see that Jorgal is like the wheels are turning.
I say quietly to Dexy, I thought it was 0.
No, it's fine.
And he's
He
just
starts
like,
pointing to
you can see.
individuals. Twig, Dexy, Hart. Never could pronounce that name. Almanar,
Al is fine.
Silas, Aura.
From the other side of the camp.
And as you do that, you see that there's a couple of orcs that stand up and start walking over, and Jorgal goes, and you watch, or you see them stand up, look over, look back at you, and they just turn around and they go back to whatever they were doing.
He's smiling, skipping around.
Gorthok is just shaking his head.
While here, Blood Skulls protect.
Thank you. There.
Consider it repayment.
And Drogal then looks at you, Gorthok.
Welcome home. Your father's where he always is.
And he looks at all of you and slightly bows and goes to walk away. Which is new.
They wouldn't normally bow.
No.
To Gorthok anyway, that's new. That's
I looked at kind of like the rest of the group, like non-Gorthok rest of the group, and be like, Blood Skulls is very aggressive. That sounds like a very scary name. And I bet that's a group you don't want to mess with here.
No, not a group you want to mess with at all.
Gorthok, were you a blood skull? Were you a blood skull?
I was.
I can hear you say I was because I have tons instead of Gorthok was.
I'm talking to you in common.
he said that in common.
Yeah, I know, but
I looked at Gorthok. I thought you said this was going to be kind of rowdy, rough and tumble. They all seem pretty well behaved here.
Things changed.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, are we all going to see your father now?
That would be
All
why
right.
we came here.
Lead the way.
Gorthok does, but kind of slowly just trying to take care of things, and it just wasn't what he was expecting at all.
It's very different.
Dexy tells a story. So I had a friend whose dad, he used to be like a badass warlord, and then some shit happened with him and his brother, and then he became this really chill, like pacifist kind of guy. So I mean, you know, sometimes people just change.
Gorthok, I want you to make a an intelligence check with advantage because this is remembering your past.
Right.
About being here.
He said intelligence, right?
Yes, it's going to be a straight intelligence.
16.
From what you remember, the only time you've ever seen the camp calm like this was before war.
That's not good.
What is it?
Talk to me, Gorthok.
Why would they go to war? War ended before I left.
Maybe they
Maybe
struck
we'll
up
get
a
some-
new war.
We'll get some answers if we get to the leader.
Gorthok starts heading that way.
And as you start heading that way, you see like this is the camp almost changes a little bit as it's more as you get closer to the palace. It's more built militarized now, where you see that there's a couple of smaller orcs that aren't fit for battle, which you used to remember used to be killed on the spot, are now sitting there. Sitting in front of wet wheels, sharpening blades, sharpening axes, making weapons.
Gorthok is becoming increasingly uneasy as he continues on.
Okay. As you get to the front of it, of the palace, you see that there are two guards standing there.
The Blood Prince comes home.
I do.
Like a dog with its tail wrapped around its legs, ashamed of everything he's done.
I don't see you ever challenging this dog in a one-on-one combat.
And he just starts walking up to you. And like I said, he's good about taller than you, but he just looks
big man.
He's a very big man. He just looks at you.
Pups will bark, no bite.
I punch him.
Okay.
I'm going.
Like, what are you talking about?
All right, roll an attack.
We all know what that means.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you got?
That's a nat 20.
Nice. So that's D4 times 2.
D8.
Oh, yeah. Times 2.
7 plus my strength. So that'd be 14 plus my strength.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not raging at the moment. So that'd be
No.
plus 5. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Remember that
19.
time
Okay.
Gorthok punched a dude so hard he died?
You punch him.
Half of my hit points.
Yeah. No, it's a good chunk of change, though. You punch him, and he...
Fine.
I cast Sanctuary in Gorthok.
No, don't.
No.
Fine, I cast it on myself.
Oh, so we're doing this now.
He
I protect myself.
swings
Oh, okay.
back at you. That is then 24 to hit.
24 to hit? Okay.
Yeah.
I just kind of go, ah!
That's 9 points of damage.
I'm gonna grab Al by the shoulder.
Because you're not.
Right.
Because you are not raging, so that's 9 points of bludgeoning damage
Yeah,
and and just straight up uppercuts you.
All right, on.
Are me and Al near Gorthok at all? Within range?
We're behind him. Yeah. I kind of twitched and cast Sanctuary on myself. So if anyone wants to attack me, they got to make a Wisdom save first.
They're not going to attack you.
I figured. I'm just scared.
So.
I have my hand on Twig and my hand on Silas in front of me.
Trying to hold me back.
Okay. So.
Is nobody holding Aurora?
No.
You're big and scary. You don't need to be held.
So now.
Okay.
Gorthok is going to rage.
Okay.
Of
course. Oh god, here we go.
Here we go.
And then he's going to swing again.
Okay. What do you got?
So that's a 15 plus, what was it, 8. 23.
23 will hit.
And now that he's raging, and gauntlets are technically weapons.
Yes. That's right.
So that I need a d6. So that'd be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 7. 8, 9, 10. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 7 plus 2. I can't be right. I did this wrong.
Hey Al. I think you should do your motivational speech.
I mean, I can, but it takes a minute, though.
Plus 2.
I mean,
I totally would.
You should just do it.
What do you got, big guy?
18.
Okay.
We'll help him out.
Takes a minute.
Well, then you need more endurance.
And he's
and stamina.
gonna swing back at you.
I didn't go reckless.
I know.
Okay.
No, I know. You heard only one clang, right?
I'm making sure. I thought I saw your hand still moving. It's like I only.
That is a 20 total to hit.
That would hit.
Okay. That being only 4 points of damage.
Nice. Gorthok just barely even nudges when he hits him. Gorthok is going to make a swing.
Sure.
That's another 15. That's going to be a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's right. It's the 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus. That'd be 7. Wait, I'm raging. So that'd be 18.
Okay. So with that, as you punch him, and he finally knocks over, and as you get onto him to hit him one last time, that's enough! As you see this 9-foot-tall orc.
Daddy's home.
I should have known. I should have known it was you.
Hello, Father.
Gorthok. And he turns and steps inside.
Gorthok follows.
And as you enter, it's not very fancy in here.
No.
There's a fire pit in the middle of the room, and the only thing is the giant chair that is made of steel and bones. As your father walks up to it.
So what do you want? You come home after 3.5 years. For what? To start fights?
For answers.
And why do you think you deserve answers?
After all you put me through, and I only ask for answers.
The only reason you got where you are was because you killed your own brother.
That you set up. I told you I wanted to enter that competition. And you entered my brother.
Because he could have killed you and he still wanted to. So I said, fine. We lost everybody.
It looked like your mouth was moving and nothing was coming out. So it was like we lost
I
you.
said, point is, it didn't have to be that way. I've taken your weakest soldiers. I've turned them into something even more. I ended your war. I was the stepping stone you needed to gain your kingdom.
And look where we are now. You are nowhere in sight. With me about to rule it all.
Thought I was doing you a favor by leaving.
You know, it's
Dexy's shoulder. I'm gonna
you
tap
know,
on
it's
Dexy's shoulder
funny.
and try and get the book from him so I can see what's going on.
You know, it's funny. I almost killed that entire worthless band of mercenaries that you once called your brothers. Be lucky that I didn't.
Where is my mother? The sooner I know that, the sooner I get out of your hair.
Who knows where she could be?
No direction, no nothing.
Why would I tell you?
Because I am not who I thought I was. Is there a fire going?
Yes.
All of a sudden, that flame turns bigger and it turns into a raven.
Okay.
Just kind of sitting there flapping.
Okay.
I need answers.
So that's what she was.
Is this in common or?
This is all in Orcish.
This is all
That's
in
why I was
Orcish.
trying to tap Dexy, like, can I get the book? Can I get the book?
Aren't we all outside?
No.
Well, he turned around and stepped in, and Gorthok followed. So it's up to all of you if you went in there.
Hell yeah.
I was under the impression we all stayed outside.
I would have went
we were
inside.
outside. Pretty sure we were outside.
Unless
Yeah,
if we were invited in.
you all were, but he never said anything about come in or anything.
Aurora would have followed Gorthok.
I would not have.
Yeah, we've been without.
I would have tried to have stopped Aurora too. Like, this is between them. We need to let them take care of this. It's
She's
not
a-
our place.
Can't understand it, but she's standing and watching.
It's not our place to be in there.
Don't care.
This is our safety. You're putting in danger here.
I am not leaving him
Be
alone.
disrespectful. He can handle his own with his father.
You
We're
can
5 feet
understand
away.
it. I can watch. You want to try pull me back?
I cast Hold Person on her.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, come on, please.
This isn't our thing. This isn't ours. You've used brute force against me. I've never turned a spell on you.
That dance.
What's the what'd you roll?
That's probably
It's only a 12, but it's a double digit.
Oh!
It's a double digit.
What's the total?
What is the total?
13.
Plus 13.
What is the
That
DC?
fails. DC is
Wisdom
15.
saving throw is a +1
So-
for aura.
So, or you start to walk in and all of your muscles in your body seize up.
We're gonna let him handle this. We're right out here. If we hear him yell for us, then we run in.
The safety
I
word
don't
is
like
pumpernickel, remember?
I don't like this as much as you, but we need to let him do this. This isn't our culture. We can't do the same things here.
We can keep an eye on him through the book,
Correct.
which I have out.
You didn't tell me about this book.
Standing there looking at it right now while the discussion is already starting inside the palace.
Didn't we? Oh no, it was just yeah. No.
So,
I don't want to do this to you. I'm gonna stop this if I can trust you, and if we can trust him.
I can always just get the rope.
I'm kind of like looking in her eyes, like trying, like making eye contact.
She's annoyed. She's very.
That's fine. Do I get the sense that she's going to comply and be reasonable with me?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
I can hold this for a while. I don't want to. I'm going to look at the others in the group. What do you want me to do?
I'm reading.
Roar's looking like straight at Twig.
I'm like,
dead,
what do
like-
you want from me? You. I mean, I somewhat agree with Al. Right now, I think we should give GORTHOCK the time and space to talk with his own family. I don't think it's something we need to be involved in. We are nearby. If anything goes wrong.
We're right outside the door. This tent isn't that large. I'm sure we could all get in there.
it's actually not a tent. No, it's a giant.
This structure is
stone
not
building,
that
yeah.
large.
Yeah, no, it's
It's not
If
like
you
a mansion.
trust me,
no, it's not a mansion
friend,
either.
then I would suggest that we.
We trust
Yeah.
Gorlock. We trust his abilities. We trust him to have faith in us when he needs us.
It's not him I don't trust.
Oh well.
Again, we can see if anything bad starts to happen.
Can't read body language off a page.
I mean, it kind of includes.
I can
some
tell you
body
right
language.
now, that body language is going to be tense no matter what's going on,
And
based on just our entrance in here.
let her go. Let her go in there.
I drop it.
The conversation's already started. She can step up in there and see what's up.
Get ready for a fight just in case then.
I always am.
So,
I dropped the spell.
okay.
Book open, reading the book.
Okay. So as you see that
Dexy.
you see that the two conversations and coinciding with each other, everything that's happening inside as well as the conversation that was just happening outside. Heading back inside now, GORTHOCK, you now summoning the Raven out of the sheer force will from your arcane prowess. He
Just
looks
as champion walks in.
essentially, yes. If Aura's walking in, unless if she decided to stay outside.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed the second half of that.
he was he's mentioned that we let you go to do your own thing.
Yeah, I heard that part.
Right.
He described the raven.
So
She would have stood beside the door.
okay. So Gorthok, what are you saying to your father now that it's out and
I'll let another course of electrical discharge just kind of wrapped around his arm.
okay?
I was always under the impression I was part human. There's something else in my blood. I need answers.
Do you think if we knew what she was, that we wouldn't have sold her off?
Who did you sell her to?
Can't remember.
But you can remember every single orc out here. But you can't remember who you sold property to.
Maybe a dwarf. Maybe a goblin. Maybe a human. Don't know. Don't care. She served her purpose.
So I'm wasting my time here then.
You came all the way home for nothing. Just like you've always been. Nothing.
Except
And he just leans back in his chair.
Except the one who set the path for you. He stands up and just walks out.
Okay.
Reading that on the book, Al clenches his fist and his eyes kind of light up in a little bit of rage.
Okay.
And then that's when Gorthok walks out, right?
I would say so, because the conversation didn't carry too much longer after that.
He kind of regains his composure when he walks out. How'd it go?
To be expected.
Were we able to accomplish what we came for?
Not yet. There's one person I know who will talk to me. Gorthok's is going to go looking for Jordal.
Okay. I'm gonna say make an investigation check, just because the camp. Yes, it is your old camp.
Right,
however,
yeah, but I don't know where all he
however,
knows.
right. However, it's redesigned a different way now.
Right.
I leave home for a week for a vacation. I come home and I don't know where the fuck my bathroom is.
Right?
I forget everything.
Do I poop in this room? Oh no, this is a closet. I mean,
Is
this
this
like
where
a
I
pooping
lived? Wait a minute.
So that's a total of 14.
14. Okay. You can find him.
Okay.
You find him watching over all of the orcs and some goblins now. And there, as you can see that he's almost running them through drills almost.
Do I recognize the Goblin tribe?
I will say you do recognize. I'm going to say you recognize 2 of the goblins,
Okay.
and maybe about 10 of the orcs. Everybody else that's in there is all new faces.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate that Matt hasn't rolled below a 12, ever?
Ever, yeah.
I think he has all of the luck juju of the
No,
game.
I have rolled, but it was every time I got an advantage.
He just has stupid high modifiers and rolling with advantages.
Yeah. There has been times where I've rolled low, on investigation and stuff like that, but do I recognize the drills that they're using?
A few. You recognize a few that are some of the ones that you've taught, but there's a few new ones that it seems that either your father or Jorgal has gone through, trying to expand the repertoire almost.
I'll walk up beside him. Modify a few things.
we're gonna have that conversation right after we come back for our final break of the night, guys.
Nah.
All right.
Hope you guys been having fun.
Yep.
Somebody give me a heads up when we're back.
We're back.
We're back?
We're back.
All right. How we doing, guys? We're back. We're going to be finishing up this final section of tonight's game. So, that being said, Gorthok.
Gorthok is watching. He walks right up to Jordan, or walks up beside him. Modified a few things.
We tried different tactics thanks to you from the Goliaths before. We decided that it might be a good idea to change the way we advanced.
I like it.
We thought you would.
Who are you going to war with?
We don't know. Your father told us to be ready.
He's planning on expanding.
More than likely. More than likely. I'm worried about that, though.
Saying that he wants to take
Or it
it all.
becomes too thin. Stretched out.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough numbers to replenish.
Where is the shaman? Is it the same shaman that's always been here? Still
here. It's always with your father, though.
That's right.
Keeps talking about some destinies or prophecies. I don't know.
Destinies. You know,
Your father's been talking more and more about ruling like a king than a war chief.
He has all the tribes at his disposal.
And Drogal kind of looks at you and goes, and kind of like one of those like, yeah, no shit.
You know, through my trials, they were into a lot of weird stuff. Lots of things affecting the minds.
Maybe. I don't know. That's never been my strong suit.
I was recently involved in saving the town from a siege where orcs were used. He then puts on his haversack and pulls out the war chief armor.
Okay. And he looks at it.
That is not from us, though.
No, these weren't our orcs.
I don't know.
My fear.
Worried that this could be.
Yes. The one that controlled these orcs uses powerful magic to affect the minds. Even the ones that follow me, they weren't strong enough to temper themselves against it. Very powerful magic.
Side note, though, has everybody else followed
Yeah, we would have
Gorthok?
followed. I'm trying to follow along in the book and what he's saying.
Okay, then you can see that like it is popping up like in common. You guys are reading it.
I'm gonna kind of gently tap Gorthok, like I guess on the ribs. I don't know how high I can reach on him, and be like, if I could show him something, maybe he might know. And I'm gonna kind of look at Dexy, like, do you have like the runes drawn?
And Jorgal kind of like he looks at you and
yeah, I know. I'm small. I know. It's just
you travel with interesting companions, Gorthok.
He then pulls out the dragon tooth.
I reach up and cast light on it. The dragon tooth glows red. I can do stuff like that. It's kind of cool.
And Jorgal looks at.
Interesting trick.
That's really all it is. That's just a trick. Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything really dangerous. And I'll take like a sheet of parchment out and I'll kind of draw some of the runes that I've seen from Kendra's creatures.
Dexy pulls up the page with them listed as they've seen them.
I don't.
Do you pull out your sketchbook? Because I know Dex has been sketching them as he's seen them.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm like trying for memory, then you like pull out, I'm like, oh, yep, okay.
So these are the markets that we've run into that have been used in.
And he kind of like Drogal like leans in and does that like.
I like hold him upright.
Yeah, like and Drogal like leans down and looks at.
Have you seen these before? Warring tribes or other factions or anything?
Maybe that one.
And he points at the one that was marked Vision.
Enhanced vision.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
I look at Gorthok and kind of like go like
it's a throwback.
Like an oh shit. Were those on the Goralians or the
that was the Grix?
Yeah, that's
a throwback.
Too. That's what I was thinking too. Where?
Wow.
Tunnels under tribe. Seen creatures digging through.
It's okay. You can speak in your comfortable tongue. We can translate it. Whatever's easiest for you, my friend.
I've seen,
and he goes back to then speaking Orcish.
Yeah. I look at the book.
He goes,
I've seen creatures while exploring parts of the tribe and watching these worm-like creatures digging every which way underneath the village.
Yes,
I don't know if it be a actual tunnel for an escape or a way to bring people somewhere. I do not know.
Are these tunnels your sized or mine?
Mine.
And he points to himself. You get the sense that like he speaks in Orcish, but he points to himself.
Yeah. I'm also reading along in the
right.
Orcish to English.
Orcish to English dictionary.
Directly under the town.
Not directly.
And he looks over and he points at the palace where you guys came from. He points to two of the other buildings, the stone-like buildings. He points to those two. And then he points to what looks to be a weapons forgery, almost. Like a foundry type setup.
Tunnel entrance is under there.
Gorthok, I hate to say it.
No, Gorthok's probably thinking the same thing.
What are you thinking, Twig?
I think that Gorthok's father might have a hand in helping Kandor. Or the tunnel could be a trap in order to be collapsed in on the village.
He then turns back to Jordan. Weird question. Has any drow been through here? Elf with very dark skin.
Can anyone disguise themselves to look like him?
Well, I mean, Twiggin's pretty close to a drow in color.
And he kind of... And Drogal looks around and goes,
if not with you, then we would have broken outsider.
Lots of things have changed. I'm not sure just how much.
But as you say, I don't know how. I don't know. Then, if what you friend think is true, then maybe something is happening.
Mm-hmm. I've never known my father to want to expand from within forest. He has promised things that will only turn against him.
I'm sure the promise of power is the only thing.
It's an intoxicating drug.
Gorthok father always want power.
And he's now speaking in common.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's always been smart about it.
This almost seem blinded.
Almost desperate.
No,
Under
Not
someone else's
desperate.
control.
maybe certain orders have been questioned.
What type of orders?
Build towers in forest.
What kind of towers? What did they look like? Describe them.
And he steps back and he takes his axe off of his back and he starts drawing them on the ground as best as he in the dirt as best he can. What almost looks to be like a platform supported in the tree so that like somebody could stand on it without being seen and being able to jump down onto
Nothing
people.
familiar to us with towers like a tower to orcs.
Nothing.
Okay.
Canderous has never been one for using like towers from what you know.
Gotcha.
From what little you've fought him.
To be fair, we've only really fought.
You've really only fought him ever once.
Right. I just know
Right.
that summoning. There was the.
There was the summoning. There was all the different types of demons. However, like this looks like the way he's drawing it, the way he's looking like drawing it on the ground. It's like that the platforms are in like the tree line, so like it's
canopy.
Right.
Okay.
So that way, like it would be completely blocked from somebody's vision, and then jumping down, like something or someone jumping down.
Like a canopy perch.
Correct.
Right.
Like a massive hunting blind up in the top.
Yes, exactly. That's probably the better way of explaining it.
Right.
Like a deer, like a deer hunter's nest.
That is quite clever. Who came up with this idea?
Shaman of tribe.
Do you know him, Gorthok, or her, or them?
He's been around a long time.
But who's to say he hasn't been replaced?
Do you have parts of Jordan?
Wait, what?
He said, "Who's to say he hasn't been replaced?"
Oh, Jorgal's like
replaced. He looks same as always.
Is there anything different about him? Speech?
Maybe older, more angrier, but that all works when older.
How far away are we from the initial palace or whatever structure that?
You're about like 70 feet away.
I'm just gonna kind of be like, can we take a stroll part way back there? I want to check something real quick.
Are you asking Jorgal?
Gorthok.
Okay.
Should be okay.
I don't really want to go by myself.
No. You don't.
Braku! Shoo! And these two orcs come up. Both orcs that you remember, Gorthok. They come up.
They will follow in case someone tries to stop.
Thank you.
You can. He then talks to the two. You can trust him. He's with me. Let him do what he needs to do.
Basically, all I want to do is get to like the front door and cast detect magic, and see if there's anything wonky coming from that building.
Good job, Almanar.
Very good.
I could have.
Very good.
Very good.
That's a good one. That's a good one, bud.
Good thinking, Almanar.
So that detects through 3 feet of wood, an inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead. All stop that. Or a foot of stone. I don't know exactly what the structure is made of or how thick it is.
It's not very.
It probably would not be very interesting.
It wouldn't be, and even still, you'd be at the front door anyway, which is very thin wood to begin with, as it is.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can sense from inside then. Cool.
Right.
30 feet.
Nude. He's sending nudes.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening.
Okay, hold up. Tyler, as you sent that, I just opened a Snapchat from someone.
Yeah. Hey, he wasn't wrong.
I'm not even.
My clairvoyance is on tonight.
I wish I could show you, but we're on stream. Like, to prove.
Don't.
I'm not. No. But, like.
Just put it away, Tony.
I just did. It's gone. It's away. I went to check to see. Oh, I'm getting. It's a so, and then it's another message.
Oh.
Yep.
To build the anticipation.
Mm-hmm.
Is this whisper brought to us from anyone?
Val Duskwood Design.
By Val Duskwood Designs.
There we go.
That is what you see.
Oh shit! Do I know the school of the thing? The first thing?
Thing
I know,
one is
fire. I know what the second one, like that one.
Right.
But the first one, like, do I know a school of magic? If there is one.
If I know my spells, which I think I do. I think it's the same.
You're the DM. You know all of them.
I know.
Even if you don't, you do.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So I'm
like,
fairly
I know the answer to this.
I'm fairly
The amount of
certain.
page flipping I do as a DM is crazy.
Tell me about it.
See, I guess I do the smart work, and I.
The smart thing would have been, to prep this because should have known that one of you.
Well, like,
would have
I'll
come up
take
with
all my monster manuals and my player's handbook, and I'll when me and my players are playing, I'll put sticky
this.
notes. on all
The
of them.
schools of magic, Almanar, are the same.
Yes. Which would be, oh shit. Now I need to know what this is. Wait, I didn't think it would matter. Okay, give me 1 sec. Is that evocation?
Yep. It is not. I can tell you right now, it's not.
Is it enchant?
It's conjuration.
Oh, conjuration. Okay, that's all I needed to know.
And the two are the same. The only reason why you know the other as to what it is, you've seen something to that like before.
Right, we're using it.
Right.
Yeah, okay. The other one, though, is the same school.
The other is
different
the same
effects.
school, different thing entirely, but it's the same school.
I'm just going to kind of look at the two orcs and say, thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate everything you're doing. If you could just walk me back to my friends, please, I'd really appreciate that.
And they kind of look at each other, look at you, and they kind of just walk you back.
And I changed to silver. I'm like, thank you very much. And I'm like all regal and stuff. That way, please.
And they kind of just shake their heads and they just push you along. The one orc, as they all return, the one orc comes up to GORTHOCK and goes,
"You have strange friends."
As I now take off my helmet and put on my sun hat.
Oh, I think we lost Ryan.
Oh no!
It's just basically doing this.
Oh, not Ryan.
Oh no! We lost Ryan.
Oh no!
Oh no! This message has been brought to you by
Val. Everybody knows Val.
She
One more
makes
twig.
Awesome bags.
What?
Another
more
oh
what?
no! Another
Oh
oh no!
no!
Oh yeah!
I like the one on Family Guy where it was him sitting there and he's like, "Oh no!" and then some guy runs into his house with the car and he's like, "This really isn't that cool."
Okay, that's good. Backed
Well,
out.
ladies and
Now
gentlemen,
that
I'll
he's
be
gone,
late.
he'll come back and it'll be good.
Yep.
And we're all. Oh, I'm decapitated with myself.
Yeah.
This
What
game
have
has
you
been
been
brought to you
doing?
by Val.
The game is
Wait,
insane.
what? This makes absolutely no sense. Where's my body? Where's my head?
Our dumpster. Oh, I know.
Oh, mother.
Fun.
I don't even know where my bottom half is, man.
Same.
His internet dropped.
Wah, wah.
Yep.
Hey.
That was weird.
Back.
Hey, that was
It's
weird.
okay, Ryan.
There it
All
is.
you missed was I said that I'd now take off my helm and put on my sun hat.
Okay.
GORTHOCK is just...
So, what I was trying to say was when one of the orcs came back, GORTHOCK, he looked at you and went, "You have strange friends, Captain." And he walked away.
So, what did you discover?
I don't believe this is the place to talk about it, but it is interesting to say the least.
Is there... He then turns to Jordal. Is there a private place we can talk?
Old barrack.
You should be a part of this, too.
How common is it for your people to use magic?
The only people who know magic in tribe is shaman. GORTHOCK know this as well.
Yes, I was asking both. I wanted to make sure I got it from the local source.
Right. So he then leads
does
you.
the shaman like to bend the ear of the king?
The shaman has always been with King. Always seeked advice from him.
Well, take us to this private place. We'll share some words.
And he leads you to. It's a bit run down now because they don't live in it anymore. But GORTHOCK, you recognize it as the old Blood Skulls hangout. It still stands, but it's in rough shape.
Yeah,
It's been beaten by the elements and not very well cared for. However, no
one come here except for me and some of the older members.
Lots of memories this place has.
And he leads you all inside as he pushes over one of the broken wood barricading the front door. And he steps inside.
GORTHOCK goes in.
I take it the rest of you follow as well?
I'm gonna set up a trap. That way I know if somebody's fucking nearby. I guess I'm just gonna set up a simple...
Like alarming traps kind of thing?
Yeah,
Not like damaging?
No, just an alarming trap. A bell and swing trap.
Okay. Make a dexterity check on that one.
Guidance!
Holy Everlight, I pray for you.
Guidance!
Add that D4, bitch.
Hashtag, well,
Hashtag
not
guided.
hashtag blessed, hashtag guided.
Alright, so...
Hey man, you're the only one that follows, like accepts my religion. I will go out of my way to guide you.
You said a dexterity check straight up?
It's straight up dexterity
You
check.
have like a homie that gives you
Okay.
cards.
Like, here you go. It's
Your dude is way cooler.
25.
Oh Jesus.
With that, you set up a thin string, stick it onto a bell. It's simple, nothing too extravagant, nothing damaging, just like a simple little
machine.
So,
What'd you find, Almanar?
So, you know the magic we use to go from here to Whitestone, from Craghammer to Whitestone. I sensed one of those, we'll say runes in there. That was one thing. Yeah, it seems to be pretty sophisticated magic to be used in your tribe. There's also another thing of a similar background, but I couldn't quite put my finger on exactly what it was. I haven't encountered it before.
I will allow you to make an arcana.
May I guide myself, sir?
You can guide yourself. It is in the spell parameters that you are allowed to guide yourself.
A creature that I can touch.
Right. And you count as a creature. And you can touch yourself. So, hey.
Well, while he's saying all this,
good.
Gorthok is translating all this over to Jordan.
What was the check? Was it Arcana?
It was Arcana, yes.
Okay, that's a 22.
You briefly, actually, no, I don't know if you were there, but you've done enough reading about spells to know that was a dimension door.
Like on a spot, though.
Like on a spot.
Reused.
Yes.
Okay, because Tony knows spell.
What's the square foot from the entrance? Okay, well, maybe not square foot. What's the difference?
The distance?
The distance from the entrance of the camp or to the main palace.
Be about 110.
Shit.
So, for those of you who
He
know,
doesn't even need to be that close to. Fuck. Goddamn fucking drow.
And as I'm saying this, I'm like, wait, guys. Literally anywhere within roughly, is it 500 feet, I believe the spell is?
I think it's 3.
I thought it was 5.
Is it 5? I could be wrong.
I think so.
This is off of me on a bard I used to play years ago, so I don't know.
I think
we'll call it 5. You know, we'll call it 5. If
We'll
it's
look
later,
up later.
It is 5. I just searched it. It is 5.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say, if it's wrong, the internet will flame us later.
Right.
I go. I'm not quite. Oh, he can literally go anywhere within 500 feet of there, like that, with someone else his size.
Gorthok is simplifying this down for
Jorgal. Yeah, as he's because you all notice that as you're saying this, Almanar, Jorgal is just kind of like, huh?
He used
Okay, guys,
magic
someone
to go
else
from
is helping
one
him.
place to.
But that
Has the king ever shown up somewhere way too fast to be reasonable?
I mean, King has always been fast. Never shown up instantaneous, but always been fast.
Gorthok
Right,
think
like-
that there have been secret meetings. Kendra's come
Yeah.
from outside camp to walk in.
That's what I believe.
Dexy, can you cast Disguise Self?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Hi. Can Aurora help in any way?
I was getting.
Do you know this
around to
guy's
putting
self?
your-
No.
I'm trying to find a way to get Kendra's...
To
I
simplify
have a
it.
disguise kit. What do you need?
If you have a disguise kit, I
Give
can
me
make a
give
pretty
me
good
some basic features of the drow. I want to see
Have
if
you
recognize
even
them.
drawn the drow?
I feel like if
sketched Canderous?
I'm sure in high like
I think that might
retro,
work better.
like
What, you asking me?
post seeing
Yeah.
him, not
Have
like
you have you
I
drawn
mean,
the
yeah.
picture?
He's yeah.
Show a picture
I'm
of
sure Dexy would.
Kendris.
I mean, I can't promise it's my best work or anything.
And Jorgal goes,
have never seen.
I think he used this magic.
"You're muted."
Oh,
No, he's
All
not.
right, that's a
Oh,
picture
no.
of Gorthok's butt.
Have never seen.
Perhaps they can teleport in and out, and then in a pinch they can dimension door out. I could sense that was in a fire pit. So it's
Wait,
possible.
fire pit?
Yes.
I don't know who's gonna. Twig should remember this. When we first joined the guild and we had our first fight with involving what we guess is a drow, the ogres that we fought actually were worshipping a fire pit, and I just made the DM very happy.
They were staring into the
Yes,
fire as if they had
and
no control.
Because,
in
ladies and
the
gentlemen, it all comes full circle.
and in the book, actually, there should be the drawings of the symbols that one of our people took at the time. They wrote down the symbols.
I did.
We've already dealt with the runes.
Yes, but it wasn't ruins. It was markings of like a spell or something.
Still runes.
Spell runes. Aurora doesn't know spell stuff.
Can I see those runes? Can we go back in the book and look at those?
And I will show him. I personally have the one from the cave.
Yeah,
but I went back.
Oh my god, Twig! Yeah, Twig went back.
I went back by myself and drew out all the runes and inspected the cave very thoroughly.
Look at this.
Is it the same spell?
I'm gonna show you all of them, and it was all around the cave.
To my remembrance, it was not the same spell.
It was.
Do I recognize what those spell runes were?
I'm gonna say make an Arcana.
Ryan's got to go all the way back.
All the way back.
That was
all
the
the way
first.
back.
That was the first.
I pray to Saren Ray.
It was the first.
Noted.
That was the first episode we did.
Yes,
Arcana?
it was.
Oh my god, that was a year ago.
Yes, it was.
16.
16 total?
Yeah.
Where was it?
Like the blast from the past. Yeah.
Blast from the past. It is a different room. It is very, very poorly made. It appears to be a control.
It was one of the control.
It is a control room.
One
of them was control,
monster?
kind of, but it's very choppy. Like,
This was when he
Is it
first
like a
started.
control command rune that he has, or is it like a control spell?
it's hard to tell because if you look at that one compared to then the later ones, you can see that the one that Twig is showing you is very poorly,
very crude.
It's very crude. It's very young. So it's not, and you could see like he got better with his work as being, a twisted
psychopath would.
Right. He perfected his creations.
Obsession.
Right.
Obsession to perfection.
Sociopath, I prefer.
But you can see though that the markings and the makings of the runes, it's similar. Like you can tell like these were made by the same person. However, you can tell
see growth.
You can see growth, and you can see like he cleaned up his work.
Yeah. When the thing with the fire pit is that ogres were taking people from the town, and it's how we found the guild to start off with. They actually captured the knight commander.
The guard.
Alistair. Captain Alistair.
And that's how we met him, and we rescued him from them. But they were staring into this fire pit like they were, and they didn't know what hit them. We, hear ye. That's a story for a different time.
It was one. Listen up, you miserable curs.
Oh my god, yeah. So Twig and Aurora start laughing back and forth, like, do you
old times.
Do you remember?
Regardless of that, yes, they were staring off into the fire and they had no idea we were there. It seemed like their mind was in a different place.
But it was weird because they were creatures that never attacked anyone before, and then they started doing this. And that's when the Dryer showed up, and that's when each ruin slowly got stronger and stronger. And if this is related to him, fire seems to be his big thing. Because, we got the fire pit, we got the stairway made of fire, then we got this fire thing. It's a lot of fire going on.
Fire can be used for good. It could just be a theme, though.
Yes, is there any type of theme, right? There.
Gorthok?
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say this,
I
but I believe your father may be working with someone that is...
Oh, no.
We have come to...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did I just... No, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've been missing.
Yes.
Out of character, I'm really sorry.
Dance, puppets.
No,
Out of character, I did
Gorthok
not...
was coming to the same conclusion.
Aurora would have not said that. So, oh my god, this is related to the drow. If she
it's okay. It's okay because they all kind of already started putting that together before I even said it. So they all kind of put it together.
Aurora's perception is like very bad today.
Gorthok,
can't read the room very well.
Is there like any old beds or anything like that still there?
Oh yeah, everything's there. Like that you remember looking at it all. This looks exactly like it did when you left.
Gorthok is going to go over to one of the beds, put down his haversack, sit down, and just kind of rub his face.
And Jorgal is going to look at all of you. reading the room.
What do now?
Aurora's gonna go and like put a hand on Gorthok's shoulder.
So, how long does
Gorthok-
the king normally spend alone?
Can I call you Jerry? It's just easier for me to
Jerry?
say.
Jerry?
Jerry!
Something that we'd
not-
call a nickname.
They're not used to orc names. After
Durgal will do.
And he looks over at you, Gorthok, and goes,
That means they call you Gory?
Gory?
Yes,
I
we do.
kind of like that, actually.
Gordy.
Not gonna lie.
If they
Gordy.
didn't before, now they will.
So, Jerry,
Thank you for that, Jerry.
what we normally do is try to plan for like 8 hours, not get anything done, and then just wing it.
Sound like orc plan.
Oh, my ear.
Considering that the last time we had an orc devising the plan and also help from our mysterious friend Val, we did pretty good to follow the rules.
Right, we had a very well-constructed plan going in there. I barely got to do anything, which is fine.
What
However-
humans call knee-jerk reaction.
Hey, we don't got no humans here.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
you're half
he-
something. You're half
Yeah.
something, buddy.
We're all half something.
He hasn't just been with half elves the entire time he's been gone. But what humans call knee-jerk reaction, either somehow convince father, or
Well,
I
we
feel that the
gathered
shaman
challenge.
has a
stubborn.
Wait, a challenge?
challenge.
Could we
and
get
Jorgal, as soon as you say challenge, Jorgal looks at you and goes,
That not good idea. You know how strong.
Challenge, a word I understand in every language.
you remember what Gorthok told you? Taught wrestling. Half plan, half backup plan. Plan when everything else fails.
I thought he was going to say half improvise.
Same. Which is pretty much when everything else fails.
Gorthok
This-
or Jerry.
This is very
Um,
last plan when everything else fails.
Aurora's gonna,
Then what?
gonna do a thing.
Then what? Plan one.
so what is Aura doing? As
Aurora's-
he says that, and
Yeah.
what do you do?
Aurora's gonna take one of her little arrows and she's gonna split her hand slightly and she's gonna smudge it on Gorthok's face. And be like, you're not going in it alone.
That was unsanitary.
We need to.
I know that one. And
Oh no, you don't.
Jorgal just goes, and he squeezes out some blood in his palms and goes,
Oh God, that's
Aurora's gonna do that too. She's gonna
Okay,
do
hold
the
on, hold on.
same thing.
Quick question to you two
Like-
big
like-
guys.
like straight up like Orakai from Lord of the Rings, like
Right.
Does the tribe respect the shaman as much as the king?
They respect word of king more than shaman.
But if the shaman were to say that the king were doing something that's not right,
They
for
would
the
have
tribe,
they would listen because came from king.
So the shaman is a vessel of the king.
At times, yes.
It's not independent. We haven't separated shaman and state yet here.
Surely not. The shaman has a hand in this.
That's what I
That
would think.
is something we need to find out.
'Cause
He
I was
could be
thinking if we
powerful
could convince
ally
I
or
was thinking
powerful.
if we could convince the shaman that what's going on is not hanky panky, then perhaps that
just for that, you all see a giant rock form right above Almanar, and it falls and crushes him. No, I'm
Can I
kidding.
ask
I
one
roll out of
question?
the way.
No, I'm kidding.
One question. Remember when we were coming in? Everybody looked pretty chill, and from what I heard, because I'm trying to like not meta this, and from how you described the camp, it made it sound more terrifying. And the only
This orcs act this way because they get ready for war. They're not hurry
War,
to
you say?
war. So what could that?
I hear
be?
that never changes.
Oh my god! Could that? Oh my
Gorthok
god!
thinking Canderous
Tony.
is using blood axes as they did the orcs we killed. back in
How-
the
The orcs what?
The orcs that Gorthok led a few of us in bout at the siege.
Well, death makes Kendra stronger, right? It gives him more ammunition to play with. It gives him more
So a
sacrifices.
war
it gives him more
between
energy.
people is a bloody battlefield of dead bodies.
Jerry, what's going on?
He goes, "It's been a week now since King told us to be ready."
Has he given you any timeline of when to march out?
No, just keep saying ready.
Do you know for who?
No, it's for war.
No, but for
It's
who?
war.
Or with whom?
No.
Whom?
Don't know.
It doesn't
Just
matter.
whom?
For all we know, Kandarin could bring
Whom's the fuck?
mind-controlled beings to be slaughtered at the Masses just for his.
Did you
amusement
say
and
beans?
power.
Gorthok thinking he's waiting
Beings.
on word.
He said
Ah.
beings.
Gorthok thinking he's waiting on word from Candaris.
That may be. Shaman not be in camp for a few days.
What if we,
Where he go?
by chance,
Doesn't tell us. Just leaves.
I'm going to scry on Candaris.
While he does that,
Okay.
I would like to try and connect with Sebastian.
Okay.
Sebastian Bach from the grave?
We're gonna do.
Oh,
Real quick, I'm going to say, hey, if you can meet us by Craghammer, we might have a lead over here.
Okay.
And that's all I say.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Twig, I'm going to need you to make.
Don't they make a save?
They do as well. But this
Somehow,
is the first.
I
But
would
this is the
assist
first
Twig.
time that Twig has ever used this function of his eye to this degree of power.
right.
So I'm
Can
going
I
to.
guide him?
I'll allow it.
This is the thing, yeah.
I will allow it. Actually, no, I'm not going to allow it
I
because
said no!
you, as he was doing that,
Oh, I was doing
you
my
were,
thing.
you were contacting Sebastian.
Yeah,
So
that's
no,
fair.
I'm not going to allow that.
That's fair.
Gorthok
Dexy,
or something?
Dexy leans over to Twig and goes,
I'm
I
activating
guide
one
you.
of my tattoos.
We'll get to that in a second.
Dexy can guide?
No, he's just saying it.
I was like, what?
May the force be with. What's the force?
I'm going to need you then, Twig, to make a wisdom saving throw. I believe he makes one. I believe it's wisdom
Oh.
against scrying, right?
Yeah, a saving throw wouldn't even. The guidance wouldn't do anything anyway.
Right.
Is that a fetter?
No, this is a shoehorn.
So the wisdom saving throw is it a form of control? Or a charm?
It is no. It is more of a trying to resist the sheer amount of power that you just shot
Okay,
yourself
okay.
through
The
with
wisdom
this.
saving throw
Shot through the eye.
is a 15.
Okay, that is a 19 on Candaris.
I thought it was this exact fetter.
Oh, it's a.
Confused.
So you see for a brief moment the entire continent of tal'dorei
Oh, shit.
overview. And then it fades out because you couldn't get a lock on them.
Gorthok places his hand on the symbol for Balthier.
Okay.
Oh, word. Hold up, does this mean I need to
Yes.
buy a fucking sun hat now?
Wait, Ryan, I need you to like freeze frame in the like best position, and you
Hold
know
on.
why.
Hold on. Let me get through the intro first.
The excitement of him, like, as soon as you said that, he was like,
You rang?
I need to know if he had taken a specific soul. He then just begins to describe the shaman.
And he takes off his trench coat, which is for the first time any of you have ever seen him do. All throughout his arms are different languages. celestial, infernal, orcish, common, elvish, everything. Just wrapping up his arms. Almost looks like it's just nonsense. And he... Name.
We never went over the name for
Then come up with something.
Sword Jill.
And he focuses for a minute. And you watch on his right arm, it glows. And the name, and you watch as the letters pop up and...
Almost 2 years to the day.
Shaman is the shaman that is with Father is not the one that you know. He says who?
Do you describe what he looks like to Balthier?
Yeah.
And as he does that, you've seen him do small figures in his hand, but this time, as he blows outward, you watch as the full figure of what you recognize, Gorthok, and Jorgal goes,
That shaman.
This Balthier is the one who takes the souls of the dead. When someone dies, Balthier visits, takes soul.
Oh shit.
Sword Jill is dead.
Looks that way.
And that means that the man who is posing as a shaman is behind all of this, or helping.
Might be Kendris himself.
It could very well be.
I don't
As
think
you
Kinderus
as you
would
say Canderous,
hang around.
as he's dusting off his head, you say Canderous, he just stops.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's here.
You know, like our arch enemy.
The guy who's been causing all our problems.
Big bad evil guy.
And you watch he throws
A baby
his hat.
egg.
He throws his hat and it disappears on him. And the trench coat that he dropped burns away.
Tell me you're
Almost.
not going to turn into him.
He sits there and looks at all of you.
So what's the plan?
My
My
man.
boy.
Fantastic question.
So, in my opinion, I say we charge in there and kill the bastard, but that's not going to work because
And as you say that, he stops and he looks at you.
let me finish.
I mean that's not bad.
That's not
I like the
bad.
spirit.
It's not bad.
Can
It's
I
not
finish?
bad.
I'm not done. I'm not done. So, have you met this shaman in the past, Gorthok? Does he know you? Well, why don't we call a meeting with this shaman and see how he really knows you? Call his bluff.
Would we
believe
really
I have
reveal
something
our
better
hand
than
that
that.
quickly?
That is
No.
a great idea, Aura. However, I do think we can do better. Let's call a public meeting, and I
Oh,
can
even
embarrass
better.
him in front of everyone.
That sounds
Holy
even better.
shit.
Have the
But if
whole
we
team
turn
get
out to be
embarrassed.
wrong, and
Oh,
kill an
we won't be
innocent man,
wrong.
Nope. So here's what I can do. I can dispel any magical effect.
I can also see
I
through
can
veils
help
of
that.
illusion. So before anything, I can determine on whether or not this man is hiding as an imposter, or perhaps even the king.
He
an
is imposter. There's Balthier
There's
just
so much
showed us a
proof.
soul.
And as all of you are talking, you see Balthier just sit there. Wouldn't it just be easier if we just
Yes, I agree.
found
Balthier.
him alive?
Believe me. And she's gonna get like right in his face as well. Like, believe me, I want to burn this fucker as much as you, but I think we need a little bit of a plan to get revenge on Gorthok's behalf and half of this damn fucking
No,
tribe.
I will say, as a point of note, none of you have seen Balthier like this before.
Yeah.
He's normally calm. He's normally calm and jokes around, but he's never been like this in front of you.
First point, I do not believe that Kendris would be hiding in the front lines here.
Oh, no,
in
this
the
is somebody
tribe.
else.
So this is someone that he
Balthier.
is tasked or is put in this position.
Balthier.
Maybe we can avoid killing them and possibly reverting them to who they really
Balthier.
are and what they can do. And two, if we can prove to the rest
Hey,
of the
buddy.
tribe that their king is corrupt, we could possibly start a riot, an uprising against him, and just rip out from underneath Kendris and
That's
take
what he
away
would
what
I
he's been
mean,
building.
if we have the son of Gorlock here to help start the uprise,
Right.
that could help.
This all we need is a spark to light the fuse. And that spark could be the ongoing lie of the shaman not being who he is.
My question is, are we being baited by some unknown force who are trying to direct and guide?
How would we be baited? How would this be bait?
No one would suspect I would come back.
Hey, guy. Sorry. Hey, guys. Hey, guy, just one of you. Just one. Listen,
You gotta pick one of 5.
One of 5, you gotta listen, okay? What was I gonna say?
You said, hey, guys. You were looking at your phone. Hey, guys.
Wait.
Come on.
Whoa, cracky toot guy. The guy that
Yeah.
cracked his toot, he was being controlled, kind of, but kind of not. So it could
the
be another one-
Durgar?
Yeah, so it could be another
Right.
one of them type of situation.
And if it is, then he's beyond hope, and I don't have any remorse for that. If it is,
think-
say, someone like when Twig, or when I was taken control by him.
Aurora's gonna kind of just walk over to Al and put her hand on his shoulders, both hands, and being like, I know this is tough, but this bastard is pretty much controlling everybody. Almost got both of you two. She looks between Al and Tony.
Right.
And
Al and Tony?
Who's Tony?
Al and
but
Twig?
I think that yes, but I think the best way to go forward until proven otherwise is they're already gone. And if we can somehow save them and try our best during the battle,
What if you had thought that with Twig?
we knew Twig.
If we can convince my father that he is being tricked.
What if
he's in on it in the first place?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
What
didn't
if
hear.
he's in on it on the first place?
Why would Shaman be dead and being used in disguise? Why
To gain your father more power.
He's your
If
dad.
he can manipulate and
My father-
control what the shaman says to the tribe to a higher degree.
Father listened to Shaman.
But the people listen to the shaman too.
No,
Whatever
people
the
listen
king
to
decree.
people listen to GORTHOCK's father, not Shaman. Shaman advisor to GORTHOCK's father. People.
What are the chances that the shaman already has like a sleeper cell of agents within the clan ready for an uprising of some sort?
Then do we not want to make this public? I can go dispel him right now.
I mean, that's
And
what
we
I'm
can
saying
encounter
though,
this
is
right
if we
now.
make it public, we might be
We need
facing
to
a
fight
fight
him.
as opposed to a bunch of other
We need to-
clanmates who would.
We just took down 3 dragons together. I believe we could take down anything now.
So
To be
we
quite
need
honest.
to find Shaman with GORTHOCK's father. If you are confident, you can take care of this.
I have the ability to. I don't know to what extent he's been imbued with this magic. It will take some skill from me, but if I can get a moment, I may be able to really just ruin his day.
Good job, Al. Ruin that fucker's day.
If we do this, and it ends up being Candace, what do we do?
We
You have
kill him.
me. Fucking kill him.
We
You
have
have
the
me.
blood skulls.
I can't say that I'll have
And
full control.
Balthier just kind of sits there. You have me.
We have a hell of a team here, guys, and
We want to
I'm
do this
not-
in the middle of the night?
I may not
we need to do this in public.
I may not be team captain anymore, but I believe with all of us right here, right fucking now, and wherever, like Silas and like the other one, like Harry, I don't know, but all of us right now, and with Balthier, and if we manage to convince your father that this is what's really happening, we can take him down. any fucking
I don't
chance
know
we
if
get.
my volume went out. Someone
Can
else
you
say
hear me?
something?
Can you hear me, Matt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my volume went out. I'll have to restart
no.
the computer.
Just we're about to end too.
Yeah. Oh no, that's gonna fuck John up so bad.
It'll fix itself. I've been watching the thing.
Oh, does
Yeah. As long as there's the same amount of people that come back in, it'll readjust for the back.
Okay.
So it'll just split it for a little bit until he comes back.
Have I mentioned I love writing with my feather pen? I just haven't done it in so long.
I bet.
Right.
Nice.
It'd be next. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the turn of events unfolds, how's everyone doing this evening?
All right, how's everybody doing?
Metagame, by the way, guys.
Hmm?
Just for my Dispel Magic, if it's 4th level or higher, whatever they did on him, it requires a spellcasting ability check with a DC 10 plus the spell's level. So
I know that.
Yeah.
I've already known that.
It's not a given for me to do this.
Yep.
Nope.
But
I can fucking...
You can certainly try.
It's possible. I have a plus...
It's very possible. It's very possible.
When I make a spellcasting check, is that with just my spellcasting modifier or with my spell modifier and my proficiency?
I believe it is just the spell modifier.
Yeah.
Plus whatever it is for the... Plus whatever the check is. I don't believe it's...
Well, my spellcasting is wisdom because I'm a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be +4.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd essentially, at minimum, have to roll a 10 if I'm rolling, because that would mean it's a level 4 spell at least.
At least.
Assuming,
There's
best
Maddie.
case.
Alright. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Okay.
So what were you saying?
So, wait a minute.
I was giving an inspirational speech that we can all fucking kill this fucker. Long story short, we got the power, we got the team. Let's go, Wildcats. Let's go.
GORTHOCK turns to Jordan.
Hold on, because we're still
trust
having
me still.
missions. Right now, just go ahead. Just go ahead. Whatever.
GORTHOCK turns over to Jordan.
You trust me still?
I've never not trust you, Captain.
That's a double negative.
Never not trust.
He is speaking in common. Give him a chance.
That is right. He is speaking in common.
I know. It's just...
Doesn't it feel better?
But I mean, it makes
Is
sense.
he
That's what he's
lying?
saying,
Like,
though.
has he been lying to us this whole time? Or is
Who,
he-
Jorgal?
Yeah.
You can roll an insight.
Yeah. I will, just to be sure.
Just every time anyone's rolling, I will guide you.
If it's an ability check, you get a
It's ability
D4.
check, yeah.
All right, insight.
We need a gif of just Al
Tony,
going, I will guide you.
I guide you.
I guide you. Every time.
Hashtag guided.
Another 15.
What is it?
15.
15? As far as you can tell, if you haven't obviously known him very long.
Right.
But
Just
from
like-
what you can gather, he's being very straightforward he essentially just like he's not hiding his emotions. You can tell that he's being he's trying to understand what's happening, because he's essentially being told that the man he's been following has been lying to him, potentially.
He's processing all of it.
He's right.
Yeah,
Like, he's
we're kind
trying
of basically
to...
coming in here saying, by the way, we're staging a coup.
Right.
Yeah,
By the way, everything you've ever known for the past how long you've been alive is completely wrong and irrelevant.
We're basically just coming in here spitting heresy.
GORTHOCK pulls out the keg.
Yeah, Jorgal's just kind of like...
I think we could all use one of those.
I'm good,
Enough
thank
for
you.
everybody.
And Balthier passes on it as well.
Ooh, you're not a drinker?
Not when there's work to be done.
You gotta come up with a plan first.
I already have one.
Oh no.
And you watch as his hand lights on fire, and he runs his hand down.
Totally Nicolas Cage Ghost Riders it.
Holy shit!
That's exactly what happens. You watch as this metal plate, almost of a skull, just comes over his face, and he goes,
No, there's work to be done.
Oh!
The Reaper calls.
I don't...
and that's where we're going to end it off for tonight, guys.
I made the right call.
Nice.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Oh my god, that was
So-
awesome. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate all of you.
We love you all, and it was one amazing episode.
Oh,
Holy fuck, this is intense.
We'll see you all next week, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. We are taking a hiatus.
And take a quick
everybody.
break. Yep.
Everybody, hi. News
Hi.
to also to players. We're taking a hiatus next week. We will not be playing. We will be doing. Yeah, I know.
Cliffhanger break.
I know.
Cliffhanger break.
We're taking a hiatus next week and next week only, just because we got the charity event coming up, guys.
Yep, and we gotta plan that. So
How excited are we for the charity
I
event?
know!
Come on, let's get talking. Share the news. We got to make $6,000 for an amazing foundation. Come on, guys. Share the news. Let's get our shit together.
but with that, guys, we love you all. We appreciate you all. And just remember, especially now with Balthier now showing up in going full on fight mode, we'll get to that.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
As soon